Hey, you know what this is? It's a celebration, bitches. Grab a drink, grab a glass. After that, we whooping ass. Y'all know what it is. We 2-0, baby. What I tell y'all, man? It started out rough. Okay, I will admit that. 21-3 with 9 minutes to go in the second quarter. It was ugly. But the good guys did what we thought they were capable. This is what we were expecting in week one out of EB, Sam, and company, right? 32 of the final 43 points scored in this game came from the Commanders. This offense, who, raise your hands, show of hands, how many of you had a shootout as the final outcome? 35-33 as the final outcome of this game. Raise your hand. I don't see many hands out there, okay? We were joking all week long about first team to 20 wins, right? Broncos struggling to score. You know we don't score a lot of points. First team to 20 wins. Who would have thought? Anyway, man, so many big superlatives to give out in this game from the offensive line, who started out rough, but they gave Sam time. Y'all love this shit on the O-line, and they were not great. Don't get it twisted. The tackle position is a problem, and we're not going to be able to do anything about it until next year. We have to draft a first-round tackle. I think we can all agree on they need to address if Sam's the guy. Who didn't leave this game feeling like NHO? Sam's the guy. First of all, can I get a little drop real quick? Y'all know what it is.
New how order.
You know what it is. Can we all just acknowledge Sam is that dude? Can we do that? Still didn't get the 300, didn't get that three-piece we were looking for in terms of the yardage, but Sam was spectacular today. Yep, took a couple of sacks. How many sacks do we have? Where's my phone? Can you pass my phone, please? Thanks, sir. Let me see how many sacks. We had 7 sacks of Russell Wilson in this game. Let me see how many times Sam got sacked in this game. See what we did. We were stellar on third downs. No, we weren't. 3 of 10 on third downs. 388 yards of total offense. The Broncos had 399. Most of that coming in the first half. They were outstanding in the first half of this game before we put the clamps on them. Defensively, I still got questions. I can't speak for y'all. I still got questions, but I like, again, we talked about this after week one. Resiliency. That was the key phrase after week one. We were resilient against Arizona, okay? Down big at home to a team that everybody thinks is going to stink. And we made plays in that game and scored the final 10 points of that game to win 20-16. And I talked about resilience. All right, resiliency after that game. 21-3, you're down. And you know, that's a Ron Rivera special. We love to be down big with Ron Rivera as our head coach, especially in week 2. Did the same shit last year where you go, what the hell is this on the road at Detroit, right? We fought in that game, but we made mistakes in that game. We didn't have a Sam Howell in that game. We had Carson Wentz. So you still have to deal with an interception and stupid shit, and you end up losing the game, right? The defense stepped up in this game, made enough plays, but more importantly, you have a quarterback now, and this is what I've been trying to tell y'all. This is why shit's going to be different this year. You have a quarterback that is going to be able to maneuver his way back into ball games like this. That throw before the half to John Bates up the sidelines, that honey hole shot, are you effing kidding me? That throw to Terry in the end zone? Stop playing. Don't play with me right now. Matter of fact, let me get one more, man.
New how order.
Don't play with me, man. That throw right there, that's a grown-up throw. That's an adult throw. You put the kids to bed, that's an adult throw by Sam. I said, Sam, that's 3 Bronco defenders in 1 Commander jersey. He said, it's Terry, though. Watch where I put this one at. Top shelf. That was that top shelf liquor, right? None of that bottom shelf shit. All right, that Burnett's that'll give you a hangover the next day. Nah, buddy, that was some top shelf shit. Okay? What? That throw was wicked. Wicked. How about B-Rob today? Put some respect on that man's name. I was sitting there with my homeboy watching the game, and he asked me, does Antonio Gibson serve a purpose? I said, yeah, I mean, you know, as a running back right now, I'd really rather give it to B-Rob, but he still returned kicks. He's still a third down, change of pace back. And right after that, screen. How about the screen game today? How about that? We can run screen. I'm going to tell you right now, even my boy, we were watching the game at the bar, and that screen they ran to Cole Turner, thing of beauty. What? You fake the screen to the right. You fake the screen to the left. I thought they were throwing the ball to B-Rob out in the flats. There were 2 Broncos waiting on that shit. I said, this is dead. On arrival, this is DOA. And then he dumps it down to Cole Turner, and there's not a Bronco in sight. And Cole Turner rumbles and stumbles for 12, and I'm like, huh, would you look at that? The screen game is alive. It is alive. And well, we ran screen. B-Rob had a big-ass screen. Antonio Gibson had a big-ass screen in this game. The screen game is alive and well. I didn't want Cole Turner to get work like this, not at the expense of Logan getting injured. Some of y'all were real ruthless, and y'all was like, hey, more reps for Cole. That's not how we do it around here, man. We don't look for our own to go down to injury. But hell of a catch by Logan. I'm glad that the defender got ejected from the game because that was vicious and unnecessary. And way to hell, hold on to that damn ball. But Cole came in and took those reps, and he got busy, baby. He got busy, baby. He was nasty in this game as well. This was a total team effort. Again, the defense has a lot of work to do. Our tackles have a lot of work to do. It is not all, peaches and cream, but we are 2-0 for the first time since 2011 when Rex Grossman declared we were going to win the NFC East. Do you remember that? A lot of y'all don't. You know why? Because it was over a decade ago. We are a different team because we can score the football. And this is what I've been trying to convey to you. If the defense no longer has to hold opponents to 23 points in order for us to even have a remote chance. And really, the defense had to hold them to 20 or less for us to have a shot. Those days are gone. Understand what I'm telling you. This is not a trash Broncos defense, okay? It's not great, but it's not trash. It's far from trash. We eviscerated that defense today. We carved it up. And if not for some mistakes, pressures, some penalties, and some unforeseen circumstances that we incurred throughout the course of this game, we would have ate their ass up even more. They couldn't stop us. I tweeted this out at the beginning of the game. If they can just protect Sam, they cannot stop our offense. And EB was in his bag today. Let me tell you, we had a time tonight. EB was in that bag tonight. The screen game, the chunk plays, even the run game, which I'm not the biggest fan of the gun runs. Y'all know how I operate. I'm not the biggest fan of the gun runs. Even the gun run game, we had a couple of beautiful delays. We had a couple of nice little counters, and I'm like, let me find out the run game starting to say a little something. Because I told y'all in the preseason, hey, the run game isn't actually that bad. The run blocking isn't that bad. It's not that bad. If we can just get some semblance of consistency, we might actually have something. Well, we saw that today. Brian Robinson, 18 carries, 84 yards, over 4 yards a pop, another 40 yards receiving in the pass game. The 2-point conversion, he had 2 touchdowns rushing. He was spectacular. This is the Brian Robinson I've been telling y'all about. I said, I know a lot of y'all wanted another running back. You wanted a speed guy. We all would like more speed. I talked about this last week. We want more speed. And that hasn't changed. I would like more speed in the backfield. But I told you, I still like Brian Robinson as a feature back. I'm not looking to replace him. I'm looking to add a guy that can take the top off the defense from the backfield, that can one cut and go, stick his foot in the ground, and next thing you know, 77 yards later, it's a touchdown. We still, because that, obviously that's not Brian Robinson. And that's okay. It don't have to be, because you give Brian Robinson the rock and he's going to make a guy miss. He's going to run through an arm tackle. And just like we saw on that 2-point conversion, he's going to stretch that bitch like he did against the Eagles last year. He's going to stretch that bitch against across the goal line, and he's going to get it in there. You just get him close enough, he'll do the rest. He was spectacular today. All right. I want to see the receivers get more involved. Diami had himself a little bit of a stretch. There was a stretch there where Diami got busy. Let me see. Let me check out. Did you see Chase after the game? How about Chase? We're gonna get to the defense and Chase and welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. We're gonna get to Chase and his sack and a half. Tez, 2 games in a row. Sack and a half for Tez. He's got 3. The man's looking to get paid. Money, 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 money. He's looking to get to that bread. Let's see how many. Diami probably had about 4 catches. That's what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna guess Diami had 4 catches, but they all came in like a cluster. It was a little stretch there where Diami was taking over the game. I'm like, I see you, Diami. Sam, 27 of 39 for 299, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. He's coming. He was sacked 4 times in this game. Don't worry, he's coming. Don't you worry, he's coming. Diami, 3 catches for 25 yards. There was a little stretch there where Diami was. I was like, okay, I see you, Diami. Terry led all receivers, 5 catches, 54 yards, and that beautiful touchdown. Always good to see because, Terry don't get enough touchdowns. So it's always good when 17, El Capitan, gets in the end zone. It's always nice to see him get in there. We got to get him a better celebration, though. That one was a little funky, but I don't care. I love it. Want more of it. Good distribution of the football. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 different receivers touched the rock tonight, including Byron Pringle, who had a catch in this game. I love that rock distribution. Again, I would like to see Terry. He had 6 targets. That's an upgrade over last week when he only had 4. But I would like to see Terry get 9 or 10 targets. Jahan only 5 targets, 3 catches, 22 yards, and he got busy early. Then we really didn't hear from Jahan late. I'd like to see Jahan get 7, 8, 9, targets up there. I like to see this production of the receivers kind of go up a bit. But when you're spreading the rock around, everybody's eating good. That's going to open up more opportunities for these dudes as the season progresses. You can't just key in on 17. You can't just key in on Uno. You can't just key in on number 4, right? How about Curtis getting the ball on a little jet sweep action? We just got to be creative. I told you, I don't care how Curtis touches it. He just needs to continue to touch the rock and keep getting him opportunities. He had 3 catches for 19 yards, 1 for 14 over the middle on a nice little route. But then he also had a run for 13 yards as well. Just keep feeding Curtis in multiple ways and getting him involved, man. Just a total team effort, especially on the offensive side of football. They settled in. They were giving up pressures, things of that nature, especially the tackles. They struggled again. That's going to be a problem all year. We're going to have to find ways to clean that up. But when it was all said and done, Sam made plays. And this line, give them credit. I know you want to kill the tackles. You want to talk about the sacks, this, that, and the third. Give them credit. Sam had time in this game. You don't throw for damn near 300 yards without time. Sam had time. And when he had time, he was carving up that Broncos secondary. So shout out to the offensive line for cleaning up a number of mistakes after a rough start early in this ball game. Let's talk about the sacks. Let's go to the defensive side of the football because we spotted the Broncos an 18-point lead. It was 21-3 with 9 minutes to go in the second quarter, and I'm sitting there at the bar, and I looked at my homeboy. I was like, man, this could get ugly, bro. And I know better. I know Ron doesn't, usually get blown out. We start rough, and then Ron's teams usually scratch and claw their way back, but they usually don't come out victorious. Why? Because we usually don't have a quarterback. It's always Alex Smith, or it's Dwayne Haskins, or it's Carson Wentz, or it's Case Keenum. And so you end up falling short because you just don't have enough offensive firepower because that quarterback isn't able to make enough plays. Well, you also need the defense. When you're climbing out of a hole like that, your defense has to get stops. And that's what the defense did. And that's what we're going to talk about this defense for a second because it didn't start well. But 7 sacks total for this unit defensively. When they came to life, there was a drive in there. I call it the Deron Payne drive, where he just took over the game on that drive. He had a sack, a tackle for loss, and then a batted ball. All 3 plays made by Deron Payne. He was stellar in this game. He had a sack, as I just mentioned. Montez Sweat, sack and a half, 2 consecutive games in which he's got a sack and a half. He's up to 3 on the season in 2 games. So you know what he's after. You know what he's after. All right, Jamin Davis. Somebody in the comment section on X, when I tweeted out about the defense, somebody said that Jamin Davis is the king of the face mask forced fumble not getting called. That is 2 years in a row that he's forced a fumble on a clear and obvious face mask that was not called, and they were big plays. All right. When we were struggling, that is the play. If you want to circle a play in a game, that is the play that changed everything from a momentum. We were down 21-3, and we couldn't stop Denver's offense. And Jamin Davis runs down Russell Wilson, grabs his face mask briefly, but it was a grab. And then it trickles down to the football. It pokes free. Russell Wilson thought he was down, which is why he didn't go after it. We smartly did go after it, recovered it. And upon review, it was held up. It was definitely a fumble. They missed the face mask, but that's not our problem. And from that point forward, the game was different. We went down. We got a touchdown. We got the 2-point conversion. We got a stop defensively. We got the honey hole shot to John Bates after a bad holding penalty that negated a big Sam run that was going to put us in field goal range. And Sam came right back and threw a rifle shot right down the sideline between the corner and the safety. And then you get the field goal, and now you're down 21-14 after being down 21-3 just moments ago. So that was a big play by Jamin Davis. And there was another play. Jamin tracked down Russell Wilson. I said, hey, Russ, don't try that shit. That's 4-4-1. Don't you try it. I looked over at my homeboy. I said, hey, that's 4-4-1 speed right there. He don't want no parts of that. He's like, where you go? I said, Kentucky, 4-4-1 right there. It's always good to have one of those in your back pocket, man. Y'all may not love Jamin, but boy, he can run. And when quarterbacks outflank us and 52 hits your screen and he opens up, he's like a damn blur. So Jamin had a sack and arguably one of the biggest plays of the game because, again, that kind of started the down turn of the game for the Broncos. It was an avalanche after that, it felt like. So he had a sack. Chase, 1.5. I've already welcomed him back. It was just good to see 99 out there running around. And, I know this had to feel really good for him. They spoke to him after the game. He called Sam Sammy Sosa. Let's not do that again. We're not starting that. Not Sammy Sosa, but for him to get back out there, Sam, birthday present. Today was, I think it was either today or yesterday, Sam's birthday. Happy 23rd birthday to the man known as Sam. And for Chase to get out there, there was a third down. Chase gets that sack. If he doesn't get Russell Wilson by the ankles, he's going to run for that first down. Again, when you're building momentum, when you're looking to come back, you need those types of plays. It's a huge play. Then he had a bad offsides penalty. What did he do? Him and Montez Sweat come back and combine for a sack to pretty much push them out of any range of thinking about going for it on fourth down. Now you got to kick this field goal. They ate up like 6, maybe 5.5 minutes of the fourth quarter clock just to kick a field goal. We don't like nice things on defense. We're going to get to that in a second. Let's finish going through these sacks real quick. See who else had a sack, man. Casey Tuill had a sack. I don't even remember his sack. I'm going to be honest with you. James Smith-Williams, I remember his sack. Just a total team effort. Is Jonathan Allen okay? Did he finish this game? I saw a lot of 92 in this game. I saw a lot of what the hell is 92's name? The dude we got from the Falcons. We good over here? Did Jonathan Allen finish this game? I need some answers on that. If y'all out there and y'all know if there's something up with Jonathan Allen, let me know. Because I was at the bar. We didn't have any sound on our game, so he might have left the game with an injury, and I didn't remember. Abdullah Anderson, thank you. I don't know if he finished the game or not. I saw a lot of Abdullah Anderson late in the game, and I was not a fan of that. So anyway, big game by the defense. We should have, like last week where we dropped 3 interceptions, we should have had 4 interceptions in this game. Defoe dropped a pick. Emmanuel Forbes should have had 2 picks in this game. They gave him a gift. That was, to me, that wasn't a pick. Actually, I take that back. We watched that game and that play over and over and over and over and over and over again. And it looked like he did everything he needed to do. It was when he was getting up to try to gather himself, the ball like kind of slipped from his grasp a bit, but he had already completed the catch. So I understood why they kept it as an interception, but if they had ruled it incomplete, then they wouldn't have overturned it. It was more of the call stands as called on the field rather than we confirmed that it was an interception, right? But he would have had a pick six if he would have caught that clean. Like, he had an opportunity to have another, but it was good for him to finally put a name on the Forbes list, the first name on the Forbes list of his career. Many more to come this year. That young fella there is a dog. He got cooked early. Marvin Mims Jr. was a problem in this game. As a runner, as a receiver, as a punt returner, we had no answers for Marvin Mims Jr. What did I say? No explosives, right? We'll talk more about that on the Commanders Nightly News during the course of the week when we go through our keys to the game and things of that nature. But he dug in our ass today. Pause. But all's well that ends well, right? I just thought collectively we got away with some stuff. There was a third down where Jerry Jeudy is wide ass open. Russell Wilson is a little inaccurate with the football. And so because of that, Jerry Jeudy has to go down and catch it. And by the time he goes to try to get up, Cam Curl and Kendall Fuller are there to make sure he doesn't get the first down. Like, that should have been an easy walk-up first down, right? There's an opportunity late in the game on that final, possession or second to last possession where they had to settle for the field goal, where the tight end Adam Troutman is wide ass open on a little angle route, and Russell Wilson shoots it, off his fingers, his outstretched fingers by like, a half a yard. You're like, bro, why are you throwing a 99-mile-an-hour fastball way out in front of this dude when you just put it on his numbers as a touchdown? So we caught some breaks, but good teams find a way to take advantage of those breaks. Now, we got to talk about the Hail Mary, right? I can't let that shit slide because we shouldn't have been in that position. Yes, that was pass interference on the last play of the game. Are we going to sit here and act like it wasn't? Are we giving this shit back? Hell no. Why? Because guess what the Giants did to us last year? We had a defender on Curtis Samuel's back like a damn backpack. Did they throw the flag? Hell no. So guess what? That was karma. The football gods are smiling on us. You know why? Because Daniel Snyder ain't here no more. We got to clean this Hail Mary shit up, though. 2 years ago, we gave up the Hail Mary to the New Orleans Saints. We give up another one here, and we stay close to giving up some Hail Mary. We got to stop this shit. They gotta be better at knocking that bitch down or going up and catching it. You cannot let that shit happen. That shit almost cost us the goddamn game. Are you kidding me? And we sitting at the bar, right? Watching the game. I'm talking shit because my boy is a Raiders fan. My other homeboy is a Bucks fan. The Bucks won earlier today. So he went to the 2-0 table. Obviously, the Raiders fan, they didn't make it. They 1-1. I'm like sitting over here still because we ain't going to the 2-win table yet. Still at the 1-win table. And I'm up here dapping my boy up, the Buccaneers fan, like, hey, I'm coming over there to come sit with you at the 2-0 table, bro. Make some space. So when they caught the hell. First of all, that damn catch by Cortland Sutton for about 17-20 was not a goddamn catch. I wanted them to challenge that shit because I said Russ can't make it to the end zone from the 30-yard line, but he can make it from midfield. And sure enough, his ass made it to the damn end. Well, he made it to about the 2-yard line, and then we batted the shit around right to a damn receiver, and they catch it, and those two fools go off in the bar. They going nuts. And I'm just sitting there quiet, looking like a damn doofus, thinking to myself, how in the hell did we end up in this spot? This game is over. Why am I sitting here hoping that we can get a stop on a 2-point conversion to preserve the victory? If this goes to overtime, we're going to lose this game. That's what I'm thinking. You cannot blow that kind of a lead and expect to win in overtime. Your momentum and your spirit is broken at that point. I said, guys, we have to get a stop here. If we don't, we lose this game. And we got to stop. Again, that shit was pass interference. Don't care. Don't care. We've had that happen to us. They didn't call it. I don't care, and I'm not giving it back. We escaped 35-33, but we deserve to win this game. It was a slow start. It was not pretty. Trust me. I get it. But we deserve to win this goddamn game. And I'm so glad that it ended up in favor of the good guys because we did too many good things in this game to blow it. We did too many good things in this game from an offensive standpoint. Look, you could have been the staunchest Sam Howell detractor going into this game. And if you were, kiss my ass. But it's all good. We family. I always tell y'all that. We might not always agree. But if you didn't believe in Sam before this game and you came out of this game not feeling some type of way about Sam's ability to play at this level, we can't have a conversation. We can't have real healthy dialogue because now you just don't want to believe. Sam had every right in this game to fold up the tent. We'll get him next week. He kept fighting, and he kept throwing dime after dime after dime after dime after dime. And guys were making plays. Again, every single guy to a man on that offense stepped up and made plays in this game. And defensively, we needed every single guy. Can somebody explain to me what happened on the first field goal? Did he just miss? Because I went to X and there were some of you saying we got to get rid of Cam Cheeseman. Was that a high snap? Was it a low snap? I just know he kicked that shit and it wasn't even close. Was that a botched operation or did Joey just miss? I need answers. I'm going to go back and watch it, of course, and do my own due diligence. But I just need a little bit of help there because a lot of y'all were saying Cheese got to go. And, you know, I wasn't here when Ron made the comment. Remember, Ron spoke to the media on Thursday, I believe it was. And I wasn't home, right? I'd left you guys a couple of videos in my absence. And Ron said that he might have said it on Wednesday. I think he said it on Wednesday. And I forgot to address it with you guys, but I was not happy with his response about Cam Cheeseman. He pretty much said, it hasn't cost us yet. And so until it does, he's fine. How about we be proactive? How about we don't wait until it costs us a game? How about you say, hey, Cam, get your shit together, or we'll find a guy who can actually snap the ball back to the holder. Like, it's going, if he had something to do with that first, that was a really good opening drive. It sucked that it didn't lead to a touchdown, but you have to come away with at least 3 points there. And the fact that that kick was, like, we know Joey will miss. He missed the 59-yarder, right? But Joey don't miss like that. That shit didn't even have a shot. That didn't have a shot off his foot. So if Cheeseman had something to do with that, we have a problem. A big problem. Anyway, defensively, I just want to talk about a couple more players, and then we're going to get to the comment section. I don't want to hold y'all here any longer than I need to, but I thought Cody Barton played his ass off today. I honestly did. I thought Barton was around the ball. He was physical. There's still some things he can clean up and some things he can do a little bit better, and I can't wait to watch the film, but he was aggressive. He was physical. He made his presence felt on the interior of that defense. I like some of the things he did today. Now, again, go back and watch the film. I may see, and look, there are a lot of culprits early in the game. A lot of culprits, and he probably was a part. They were gashing us on the ground early in this game. He probably was a part of that. But I thought when we started to make our move and we started getting off the field, keep in mind, we were down 18 points. You're down 3 possessions. You don't just come back by scoring points. You also need to have stops in conjunction with you scoring points. And the defense provided that. So I got to see what's happening. Again, the Broncos made mistakes. They helped us as well. But it was all said and done. I thought Barton did some good things. Percy Butler looked like he struggled today. He was a part of that Hail Mary. He gave up the deep ball touchdown, the first one of the game. He looked like he struggled a little bit. I'm going to have to go back and watch. He might have done some good things as the game progressed, but he looked like he had a rough go of it today. It was good to see the rookie Emmanuel Forbes out there. He got cooked early. Marvin Mims was giving us work, and he gave some to Emmanuel Forbes, but the young fella bounced back, and he was all over the field. And, he got his hands on the football a couple of times in this game. Easily could have had a pick six. We don't like nice things, Defoe dropped one, and then Forbes could have had a pick six, and I was questioning whether it even was a pick. We don't like nice things. I screamed that in the bar, and one of the waiters on the other side of the bar came over, and he said, y'all still don't like nice things, do y'all? I said, apparently not. Apparently not. We don't like nice things. Clearly, we don't. So let me read y'all something from LB, right? So LB, I got on his ass today. And I told y'all I got a story to tell about the Eagles fans on Thursday night when we went to the bar, but that's for another day. That's for the podcast. But I'm gonna read y'all what LB sent me, and me and Bad Dog early in the game. All right. So this is when we're down 21-3, and the Giants are taking it on the chin. I think they're at that point it's 20-0. They're getting smoked, right? And he sends this twice in our group chat. The Commanders and Giants effing suck. And then he sent it again, right? And I thought we were going to lose the game anyway. Remember when we did our predictions for the season, I said we were going to lose to the Broncos because we struggle with them. And I told you guys that on CNN, that we struggle with the Broncos. And, you know, I picked us to win the game because I want change. And in order to want change, you need to speak it into existence. And I thought this was a game that we could win. I didn't expect it to score 35 points. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you. But he said, I told him, we still beating your sorry ass team though. Don't worry about it. Even if we don't get this one, we'll be back. But I said this, and I also said this game ain't over though. But we still beating your sorry ass team. Then Bad Dog, he was going through a midlife crisis. He's like, honestly, this may be my first time in life I don't watch the Giants the whole year. My life and spending time with my family is way more important than the Giants. He was in his feelings. They were getting their asses whooped, and he was definitely in his feelings. Then LB told him, "You'll be back next week, Bad Dog." So then I told LB, I told him this at the end of the game. I sent him this message. I don't know if y'all can hear this, but listen up.
Hey, LB, we waiting for a goddamn apology. Leave that shit in the goddamn chat, Negro.
So I let him know I need my apology. Okay. To which, and then I sent him a message that said, "We're waiting. Hurry up." So then he sent a whole bunch of emojis laughing. "Good comebacks, LOL. Real talk." I said, "Thank you, God bless, and good night." That's all I was looking for. All right. That's all I was looking for. I just wanted you to acknowledge that we came back and you was talking big cash money shit. Big cash money shit. I just needed my apology. That's it. I wasn't looking for much, man. I don't want much. I'm a simple man. I'm a simple man. Hey, we 2-0. You can be this clean when you look like me. We 2-0, man. I'm a real simple man. Y'all know what it is. Anyway, let's get to the comment section and what you guys have to say. Hey, y'all look at me. Look at me, man. Look at me, man. Celebrate. We 2-0, baby. First time since 2011. Celebrate. Y'all know what it is. Let's get to the comment section, man. AJ Meehan, been a member for 14 months. Y'all know what it is. Mob, stand up. We in the building, right? Woo! 2-0, baby. We believed in Howell, and he delivered a beautiful game. Take your shirt off, twist it around your head like a helicopter. He brought out some PD Pablo for y'all. AJ Meehan, you know what it is, baby. We in the building. Video channel. Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Thank you for being a member of the MOBB, who writes, Eric Bieniemy and Caleb Williams to Chicago. Ah, man, Justin Fields was bad today. Hey, we need to get some of that. What's that, week 5 or 6? Y'all let me know. Week 5 or 6. Which one? We need to get to him before he gains some confidence along the way or he get hurt or something stupid. We need to get some of that Justin Fields action because he was ass-tastic today. We watched that shit, and he was bad. Real bad. Yeah, Caleb Williams may be on his way to Chicago, to Chi-Town. Hey, don't be running EB out of town yet, man. What's wrong with you, video channel? Don't be speaking that into existence. You crazy? We need him. Ethan Dykes, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. My guy E writes, Lou, haven't seen that in here in forever. Let's go. You know what it is. We ain't been 2-0 in forever. So, of course, you haven't seen that. 35 points? You're allowed to do that? You're allowed to score 35 points in an actual NFL game? You can score over 30? What? Total mind blow, right? You can score 35 points in a game, right? Crazy. Without a defensive turnover for a touchdown. Crazy. That's what happens when you got a damn quarterback. Y'all gonna listen to me when I keep telling y'all about old Samuel. You gonna listen. Hey, let me get one of those.
New Howell order.
Let me get one more. Let me get one more.
New Howell order.
Let me get one more, a little louder.
New Howell order.
Yeah, you know what it is. Yeah. King of the North. Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Thank you for being a member of the MOBB who writes, let's go, Louie. 2-0, baby. We got ourselves a quarterback. Was angry at EB for not running the ball early, but he made up for it. Hey, first of all, let me give a quick shout out to my guy, King of the North. So King of the North hit me up. I want to say it was maybe Thursday, and he was like, Louie, I'm telling you. And first of all, let me say this. When King of the North has a premonition, usually it comes to fruition. Last year, he was like, Louie, I got a bad feeling about this game. And we lost, right? And it was a game that I thought we were going to win. I think it was the Giants game. And then earlier that year, he's like, Louie, I got a good feeling about this game. I think one of the games he had a bad feeling about was that Lions game in week 2. And it didn't go well for the good guys. And he's done this in the past where he's got, Louie, I got a great feeling about this team this week. I think we're going to win this game. And he sent me a message. He's like 4 or 5 from deep. Is King of the North with his premonitions about this team and his predictions when he says, hey, I'm not feeling this or I'm feeling this. So when he speaks, I listen. So when he told me on like Thursday or Friday, Louie, I got a good feeling about this game. I said, hey, King of the North, bro, I'm feeling even better about us winning when you tell me you feel good about this. He's like, I just got this gut feeling, man. I think we're going to win this game. And sure enough, it came to fruition. Shout out to my guy, King of the North. He says, was a little angry for not running the ball early. This is the second game in a row where we've come out a lot. We've come out pretty much pass happy. Very heavy on the Sam Howell throwing the football side of things. But like you said, by game's end, it was a little bit more balanced. And this is the second time in a row that, the game balanced out. And by the end of the game, it didn't look as unbalanced. But a lot of that was because we just weren't throwing the football late in the game, right? Let's look at the breakdown in runs and passes. Sam had 39 passing attempts, a lot more than you would like. When you're down 18 points in the second quarter, what else are you going to do? I mean, you don't have to abandon the run, but you're going to have to – the pass is going to have to be a pretty prevalent part of your comeback. And we had 23 rushes as a team, so the balance really truly wasn't there. But like you said, in the second half, once we got close – once we actually took the lead, I thought the run game was spectacular. It was a nice little balance. I thought there was a nice mixture. We kept them off balance, outside with Curtis Samuel, inside with Brian Robinson, counters, delays, different looks. I told you I want more diversity out of our run game. That's one of my biggest issues is they all look the same. Inside, gun runs, like nobody's moving. Nobody's moving the defense. They understand what's coming, and they're shutting it down. It was a lot more complexity. Send them up the field, and right underneath them, we're going to run this delay. Boom, draw. Got him. Thought it was a really good call. It was just a great game by EB. I thought he was in his bag today. Trevor Patch, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Hey, and I just also want to say, I think I saw my wife in the comment section. If you're watching this, babe, I'm sorry. I know I told you I wasn't going to work. Come on now. I had to. I'm sorry. I had to do it. Trev, my guy, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Thank you for being a member of the MOBB. My guy, Trev, writes, I'll hold the list of 7. Only one message for the mob. Go take a ticket out of the hands of a Bills fan. Whatever it takes, get to the crib. Enjoy your vacation, though. Vacation's over after tonight. I'm on a plane. I'm coming back home. We're going to get back to a normal schedule. The vacation has been phenomenal. I enjoyed it thoroughly. We have to fill it up. We're 2-0. We got this momentum. We can't let Bills Mafia come in and take the stadium over. You're so right, Trev. We got to make sure that we represent 75 to 80% of that stadium needs to be. Look, Bills fans are coming. There's no debating on that. But we can control how bad the damage is and how many of those bastards actually infiltrate the stadium. We are in control of that. Okay? Do not sell your tickets to them. And if you have tickets, bring your ass to the game. Why not? We're 2-0. And we're playing damn good football. You look up at the standings in the division, there are 3 2-0 teams. We're one of them. That's right. Celebrate. 2-0. So if you got tickets or you're planning on going to the game, make it happen. Damn right, Trev. 16 Devil Dot. Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Thank you for being a member of the MOBB, who writes, the O and D didn't show up until that Jamin turnover. We talked about that already. That was a turning point in the game. But once they did, they played well. Still pissed about that last touchdown, but we got the dub, man. They really was trying to give us a heart attack. Like, we were up 11 with 2 minutes left in the game, and you're thinking, hey, we got this shit, right? We got this thing. They're gonna burn they already had called one of the timeouts. First of all, the onside kick was too close to, for comfort. Like, we can't do anything the right way. We always gotta make shit hard on ourselves. Why is that? The onside kick nearly gave me a heart attack. If Jahan doesn't put his body in between that's first of all, it was a really good kick. Gotta give credit where credit is. It was a great kick, tremendous bounce. But if Jahan doesn't put his body in between him and the defender and the ball, that guy's going to catch it. So we get the onside kick. We don't even attempt to really get the first down. We're just looking to make them call their 2 timeouts and then run the clock down to 56 seconds, I believe it was, when Washington's final play was done. So, and they called the timeout to punt the ball. And so you're thinking, there's no way they're going to go the length of the field. Tress dropped it at like the 12, and they got to go 88 yards if they want a touchdown with no timeouts. They're not doing it. So everything was looking good. We almost got Russell Wilson on a sack. He didn't get out of bounds though. And then he gets the completion to Sutton, and I'm like, I want because that gave them a chance to throw the Hail Mary. I'm like, bro, I want my 20 yards back. That's not a catch. They didn't challenge it. And I'm thinking we still good though. But I in my mind, I'm playing back some of those Hail Marys that didn't go the way that, like the New Orleans one is in particular. And I'm like, we good though, bro. And this one didn't even make it to the end zone. So I'm like, yeah, we straight. Even if they catch it, somebody gonna tackle his ass at the 2-yard line, and this bitch bounces into the goddamn end zone off of 2 different set of hands into the hands of the damn receiver. And I told you what my boys did, and I'm just sitting there in disbelief. But I said, aha, they need 2. One stop, fellas. One stop. We got to stop. It wasn't pretty. It was gritty. And most importantly, it was a dubski. You know what it is. John Perez, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. My guy, JP writes, holy hell, Lou. Holy hell is right. Holy hell is right, JP. What a game. Howell beats Russ in a shootout, and the run game took over at the end. Proud of Chase Young today as well. Had to listen to his critics all offseason and was fantastic today. Hey, look, Chase is just scratching the surface, JP. Just scratching the surface. I still want to see him win immediately and get to the quarterback, force a fumble, all that. It's coming. It's coming. It was just good to see him start a game, finish a game, and get out there and have an impact, make his presence felt. I'm tired of hearing about people talk about sack and a half. That's it. Over his last, 2 years, a sack and a half. Now you can put that. He had a sack and a half today. Put it to bed. Tuck that shit in. Go night-night. I don't want to hear about it no more. All right? It's over with. We got a sack and a half today. Let's move on. So happy for Chase. What a game. We talked about our guy being able to win in shootouts. I said, look, this is not how we want to live. We don't want to live in a 35-33 world because our defense needs to be better than that. However, if we have to do this, we have a quarterback now. We have an offensive play caller now. We are capable now. That's what I've been trying to tell y'all. No longer are the days of, because a lot of y'all last week, sky was falling, y'all were jumping off of cliffs. We drafting Caleb Williams, this, that, and the third. And I said, hey, relax. And I told y'all after I watched the film, I said, hey, man, we were this close. I know y'all ain't trying to hear that shit, but we were that close. A lot of good shit happened last week against Arizona, and we just were a player here, a play there from being off, and that's why you only get 20 points. But I also told y'all when it was winning time and it was times that we needed plays to be made, Sam stepped up. And what happened today? Sam stepped up and made winning plays. Again, 2 throws. If you want to know if Sam Howell is about that life, 2 throws. All right. Look around the league and ask yourself, how many dudes are making these 2 throws? The one on the sideline, the honey hole, a lot of quarterbacks can make that. You got to have an arm for it. But a lot of quarterbacks can make that honey. You got to have some balls and you got to have some arm to do that, right? The one to Terry, only a handful of dudes are doing that. That's special. That's an adult throw, okay? A lot of dudes think they can make that throw. Ain't a lot of dudes in the league that can make that throw. That's an adult throw. We got one of those dudes. His name's Sam Howell. Y'all know what it is.
New Howell order.
Metaphor. Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Thank you for being a member of the MOBB, who writes, Dub! Yes, sir. Felt like 48 seconds left. Like 2021 runs stop. Russ 2.2 win. Yeah, that Monday night game against Seattle where, you know, we had the game feel like in hand, and then somehow we let Russ come back, throw a touchdown pass. You're like, what the F, bro? And then they needed a 2-pointer, and Kendall Fuller came up with the big play in the back of the end zone to preserve the victory 17-15. Yeah, it did feel like that a little bit. This feels different, though, because Taylor Heineke ain't quarterbacking this team this time. Like, I ain't got to convince myself that, hey, we finding a way to win, but when is it going to end? Nah, we can keep this party going. This shit don't got to stop. I see Buffalo. I told y'all last week, I said, hey, we can go 3-0. I'm not bullshitting you. We can go 3-0. We don't have to stop here. The party can go home next week against the Bills, and we can make that shit happen again next week. Damn what you heard. We in the building. And we ain't effing around. We scored 35 points today. Just so you know. Yeah. It's that real out here in the field. King of the North. Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Hold on a second. I got to do something really, really quick. I'm tripping. Hold on a second. I just realized I failed to do something. So let me clean this up real quick. Go back. All right. Let's see. Hold on a second. I got caught slipping. But I'm going to fix it right now. Right now. Right now. Right now. Right now. All right. Let's see. I'm coming, y'all. Give me a second. I realized that I forgot to do something in the settings of this video. So I'm trying to get that squared away right now. And of course, the computer wants to. There we go. All right. I cleaned it up. We all systems go. All right. Let's get back to business. Sorry for that, guys. King of the North. Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Double up. Thank you for doubling up. Who writes, what in the hell happened with our defense early? How about LT holding on to that ball after that big hit on 4th and goal? The defense early was, I wish I had an answer for you. Like, the one thing I preached all week long, and I told you what the Broncos were saying on their side of things, and I told y'all this, is that they wanted big plays. Like last week against the Raiders, everything was underneath, everything was short. They wanted to stretch the field vertically this week, and that was something that they installed in the game plan specifically for us because they were looking to take shots. And what did we give up early in this game? Big play after big play after big play. And Russell Wilson turned back the clock, and he was in his bag early, and we couldn't get our bearings. And it was hard to watch because in my mind, you know, when you have PTSD like I do, like we do as fans, your mind can play tricks on you when you start to see shit happening right before your very eyes. And as I'm watching this, remember, I told you every other year the defense is sus. And week 1, we played against Arizona, really not, and they played better against the Giants today, but they still the Cardinals, right? Like, you're like, yeah, it's Arizona. Like, don't get carried away. And then you see what they did in this game, and you're like, early, and you're like, bro, what the F is this? And I'm thinking to myself, see, this is the shit I'm talking about. This is why I told you I don't trust this defense. And I'm playing this game in my mind of, yeah, these dudes trash, and Jack Del Rio this, and I had to calm down because I'm like, relax. They got us. There's a lot of football left to be played. Let's just see how this plays out. And remember last year when the Lions jumped on us 22-0, the defense made plays to get us back in the game, but the offense made plays, right? But then when we needed a stop from the defense in that game, we couldn't get it last year, remember? Right? That's how they got to 36 and pushed the thing out. And so when we needed stops in this game, we got them. It wasn't pretty, and some of it was more about Denver and less about us. Like I told you, Jerry Jeudy falling down because Russ made a bad throw, right? Adam Troutman being open on an angle route and Russ just throwing a 99-mile-an-hour fastball in front of him. Like, we got opportunities because of some of their miscues. That's not our problem, right? We made enough plays in this game. Chase getting to Russell Wilson's legs as he's trying to escape and go run for the first down, and Chase getting to his ankles and getting that sack. Massive play. Jamin Davis, yeah, face mask, don't care. Forced fumble, scoop that bitch up. Is all rock? Yes, sir. All right. Emmanuel Forbes, pick, absolutely. Jamin Davis running down, Russell Wilson and making him throw it out of bounds. Uh-huh. I see y'all. We were playing football. It took a while, and I wish I had answers, and we're going to watch the film this week, So become a member of the mob if you haven't already done so, because we're going to take a look at that film on Tuesday. Tuesday, we're going to take a look at this film, and we're going to find out what actually in the hell happened early in this game, and why is Percy Butler 7 yards behind a receiver that's deep going for a touchdown? What the hell is going on? We saw why Emmanuel Forbes got cooked. I was yelling at him, hey, Forbes, run, bro. Open up and run. He's by you. Run. It looked like he was jogging. Run. You 4.37, right? Run. We're going to get to the bottom of it. And what a catch by Logan, man. Even if he didn't catch it, it would have been a first down and goal from the 1 because of the, personal foul, defense's receiver hit. But let's not even have to do that. He went out like a soldier. Caught that bitch. I don't know how he caught it, but he caught that and gave us that touchdown. We got the 2-point conversion. That's big time, man. Big time. I'm even shocked that he was able to get up, run off the field. He gave us a couple of thumbs up. I said, bro, you're not good. You're really not good right now. But the fact that you were able to get up and run off the field with all your faculties intact, y'all got to put respect on Logan's name, man. Some of y'all was real disrespectful last week. And again, Cole Turner was outstanding in this game. Let's see how many catches and yards he had. And his impact was greater than just the yards and catches, but I didn't want it like this. I told y'all the guy that I wanted to see get more opportunities was Cole Turner, but not like this. You know how I feel about Logan. Logan's a captain for a reason. Cole Turner had 2 catches for 21 yards, but those were 2 impactful catches, a screen and then that catch down inside the 5-yard line to about the 2 or 3 yard line. Cole Turner was outstanding, and we want more snaps for him, but not like that, and I hope Logan is okay. I don't think he'll be able to play against Buffalo next week, so it'll be a much bigger role for Cole next week, but we'll see, but what a catch, man. I'm with you. I don't know how he held on to that football. Jason Fios, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Thank you for being a member of the MOBB, who writes, what's up, Lou? Winning while learning. I'll take it. Sam is him, but still holding on to the ball too long, and definitely question those tackles. Yeah, man. there's times where I'm like, Sam, get out of there. Sam, get out of there. You holding on too long. Like the first sack where he gets out of the pocket and then he resets out like 3 yards out of the tackle box and tries to reset and throw. I'm like, Sam, what are you doing, bro? Have you lost your damn mind? Like, what are we doing right now? Seriously, you think you're going to reset, repost up 3 yards out of the tackle box like nobody's coming from behind? He's lucky he didn't fumble that one. How he did not fumble the one where his helmet came off, where Charles Leno gets beat from around the backside and he's going to throw it and he gets hit as he – how he didn't fumble that? I don't know. That's some G shit. That's all I know. Yeah, there's times where he holds on to the ball too long. I agree. But that's how you get big plays too. You can't be getting it out of your hands rapidly, quick, and expect big plays. In order for big plays to develop down the field, you got to hold it. And they got to protect. And they did. After a slow start, they did start to protect him a lot better in the game. The tackles, I tweeted out about this during the game. They're going to be a problem. And I don't really know if there's anything we can do about it. I'm going to just keep it a buck. I'm going to keep it a beam with y'all. Don't really know if there's anything we can do about it. The tackles are going to be a problem this season. A big problem. And so my guess is that we're just going to have to overcome it. I worry more about Wiley again than I do Charles Leno, but he got his ass whooped today too. I'm declaring this in week 2, and I was leaning toward this in week 1, and I think I said this in the offseason, in the preseason, but I was just like an offensive lineman. It didn't specifically have to be a tackle; it just needed to be an offensive lineman. Sadiq look good. Do you see the screen? Sadiq get out there on that Antonio Gibson. On the Brian Robinson screen, you see Sadiq out there out in front. This is the athleticism I was telling y'all about when I say, hey, we got athletes. Did Sam Cosmi come back in the game? Y'all let me know. Again, the TV was – I didn't have sound on my TV. So I saw Sam leave. I don't know if Sam returned to the game or not. So just leave it in the comment section. I'm not going to be able to see it. So don't even worry about it. Well, I'll figure out if Sam came back or not. Y'all, if you can tweet it to me, I'll see it on X. But I'm not going to see it in the comment section. But I thought the offensive line was solid. We got some issues up front, but I think our first round pick next, because we're not going to need a quarterback. I've already told y'all that. We're not going to need a quarterback next year.
New Howell order.
But we will need an offensive tackle to protect him. We got to start investing on the offensive line up front. Now you got a guy. You don't have to look for that anymore. Protect your investment. We got to go out now. First round pick next year needs to be a tackle. I'm already speaking that into existence right now. We'll have the 28th pick in the draft because we're making it to the divisional round of the playoffs this year. So we'll have the 28th pick in the draft. We need to draft a tackle with that 28th pick, or trade up. Do what you got to do, but get yourself a tackle. We're gonna need one. Learning while winning is great because we got a young team. We trying to figure shit out. Do it while winning. That's the best way to do it. Duncan Wright, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Thank you for being a member of the MOBB. My guy, Duncan writes, I was going to talk trash, but it was a decent win, not a great one. You can hate all you want, Duncan, but you know what it is. You like, yo, damn, that shit was nasty. I mean, the way the Broncos played, the Little Sisters of the Poor could have won, but good win. I know you ain't talking after the shit y'all did against the damn Vikings. Fumbling at the 1 yard line and shit. Y'all had no business winning that game. You lucky they turned that bitch over like 19 times or you would have lost. So I know you ain't talking. But anyway, I digress. And you was at home with your foolishness. We was on the road trying to get one in the altitude. You was at home cutting up. You lucky. Frank Brown. Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. My guy Frank writes, what's up, Lou? What's up, Frank? Says, now that's how you take command. Y'all know what it is. That last Hail Mary was some BS. You talk about somebody's heart. My shit was beaten out of my goddamn chest. But they found a way to win the game. Proud of them boys. They fought hard. NHO in full effect. When I tell you, I grabbed my shit so fast, almost like I had something to do with their decision making. Like, I was like, hey, y'all get y'all shit and get out of here. Come on. I grabbed my phone, my sunglasses, my fry. I grabbed everything. Hey, let's go. Hurry up before they take the shit back. Come on. Get up. What y'all waiting on? You would have thought I had something to do with their decision. Like, hey, the longer I sit here, they might change their mind and throw a flag or some shit. I was like, hey, grab y'all shit. We got the dub. Let's get. Everybody in the bar was laughing at me. I was dead ass. I was the loudest dude in the bar today. My wife texted me and she said, hey, you've been screaming at the TV? And I'm like, I'm the loudest dude in the bar. She was like, I've been screaming at the TV too. And then her cousin, her favorite cousin, the one she gets down with, one of her favorite male cousin, I'll say that, is a Broncos fan. They lived in Denver, for many years. And so he's a Broncos fan. So they were talking trash back and forth. And she probably was getting some work early in the game when it was 21-3. He probably was talking cold, hard cash. As a matter of fact, I'm going to probably have to hit him up here shortly and give him a little work myself. But she was like, yeah, I've been screaming at the TV. I'm like, that makes two of us. That makes two of us. But it all worked out. And that's all that matters. It's just make sure it works out. And it did. NHL in full effect. You know what it is, man. Do I need to tell you again?
New Howl Order.
16 Devil Dot. Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Double up. Thank you for doubling it up. Who writes MVPs 14? Don't you just love when one of your MVPs of the game is your quarterback? When's the last time we've been able to say that? Normally it's everybody but the quarterback. 14, 94, 90, 17, 82, and 8. The O-line stunk it up at first, but cleaned it up after that. Turnover by 52. It can never be easy for us, can it? Shaking my head. Celebrate! Nah, it can't be, man. I don't know why we don't like nice things. I don't know why they like playing tricks on us. Oh man. Our team playing tricks on us. Why they got to play with our heart like that? Why they got to play with our heart? I don't know why they love to give us a damn heart attack before they get their shit together, but that's what they did. But hey, like you said, at the end of the day, all's well that ends well. We got the dub, and that's what's important. So the Black Kid, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. The Black Kid writes, that win felt good. Tell me about it. That win felt more than good. That win felt epic. I mean, the amount of trash I was talking in the car ride home to my boys and all the trash I was talking at the bar, like, we had a booth at the bar, and every play that was big, I stood up and I'm yelling, and everybody's looking at me because we had all the games in front of us. The 49ers, Rams, Giants and Cardinals, Jets and Cowboys, and our game all in front of us. So I'm watching all the games, and I'm screaming at every game when a big play happens. But when our plays happen, I'm standing up with my noise. And for all the shit I'm talking, if they would have come back and beat us, do you know I'm as fast as I got out of there with the win, I might have even left 2 times faster had we lost. That would have been the walk of shame. You damn right that felt good. To score 35 points, when's the last time we did that, Black Kid? Anybody out there? When's the last time we scored 35 points on offense? No help from the defense. Not that Thanksgiving game against Dallas. Montez Sweat picked on off and ran it back for a touchdown. That's how we got to 41. Give me the last time we scored 35 points on our own merit. And that's with 2 missed field goals. We could have 41 on these clowns today. Give me the last time. I'll wait. I damn sure don't know. Don't ask me. I can't tell you. We don't do this shit. Last year was the season high for us from a point standpoint. Wasn't that the Eagles game when we scored 32? We didn't score 35 last year. The year before that, we didn't score 30 at all the year before that. We had the 41 pointer on Thanksgiving. But again, that was a pick 6 from the defense that got us to 41, not 35. Then the last time we scored 35 damn points in the game offensively. I'll wait. I don't know. Don't ask me. I can't tell you. You're damn right that felt good. Christopher McLaughlin, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. My guy. Chris, thank you for being a member of the MOBB. Double up. Thank you for doubling up, Chris. Or I think this might be your first one, Chris. Sorry about that, but thank you for being a member of the MOBB. My guy Chris writes, "Hey Lou, hope you and the family are good. 2 questions. What are your thoughts on giving up three? Let me read that again. What are your thoughts on the D giving up 3 50-plus plays, including 2 for touchdowns? Second, why not have a D- player on the goal line to serve as the last line of defense on the last play?" Let's start with the defense giving up the big plays. I hate it. I hate it because going into the game, for me, I can't speak for the team in particular. For me, Chris, the defense not giving up big plays was a point of emphasis. What did I tell you guys on Commander's Nightly News that the Broncos were saying when we went behind enemy lines? What did I tell you? I specifically said they're making it a point of emphasis this week to put in specific plays that are going to try to get them opportunities to take shots down the field, because last week when they scored 16 points versus the Vegas Raiders, they lacked explosive plays. So this week they were going to target specifically explosive plays. And what did they do? They got explosive plays early in the ball game and often in the ball game. And when you looked up, I said Russ is in 2018 Seattle Seahawks, 2015 Seattle Seahawks rarefied form. This is MVP Russ form. What in the hell is going on right now? He's turned the clock back on our ass. Yeah, I was disgusted with the first quarter and a half of defense. Disgusted. But they cleaned it up. And again, adversity is going to hit. Adversity is going to, I'm telling y'all this because this is a part of the game. Adversity is going to hit. The Giants were down 20-0. The Giants were down 28-7 in their game. Adversity is going to hit. We were down last week 16-10. Adversity is going to hit. The question isn't whether you're going to have adverse situations. It's what do you do? How do you respond when adversity hits? And for the second week in a row, when adversity punched us in the damn mouth, instead of us staying down on the canvas, looking up at the referee and thinking about getting up, we got up. We looked at the ref. We showed him our gloves and said, "Hey, we good over here, man." And we got back in there and we fought. We got through the round, and then we came back and we ultimately won the fight. They call that the moment of truth in boxing. When you get hit, and as a fighter, you got 1 or 2 options. Either you can fight like hell to stay on your damn feet, or if you get knocked down, you get up and you fight like hell to make it to that bell so you can sit your ass down, they can put some water on your face and get you back to where you need to be, or you can give in. It's the moment of truth. When that adversity hits, what you gonna do? Last week, when adversity hit, we found a way. It wasn't pretty. The defense had to lead the charge, but we got it done. Adversity hit, the defense was ass. The offense said, "Hey, you did us a favor last week. You did us a huge, we got it this week. Just keep getting stops. We'll do the rest. You good. We got it over here." That's what team ball is all about. Every week, the defense ain't going to have a fastball every week. We're not elite. I keep trying to tell y'all that. We're not an elite defense. But we're good enough. There ain't many elite defenses in the NFL. Just so you know. We thought the Jets were elite. Look what happened to them today. And I know Zach Wilson was, "Hey, pick up the phone and call us. We got Jacoby Brissett. Hit me. Hit my line." We thought they were elite. Elite defenses, no matter what the offense is doing, they're going to do their job regardless. That's what elite defenses do. The Jets ain't elite neither. They're a damn good defense. They ain't elite. Sauce Gardner dropped the pick 6 today. They're not elite. They're a good unit. Real good. They ain't elite, though. The closest thing to an elite defense in the NFL right now is probably the 49ers defense. And they got holes, too. But trust you this. Trust me this, right? Believe you me. This is a resilient bunch. and we have the ability to make things happen. And as a collective unit, whether it's the offense this week or the defense next week, it was the defense last week, it was the offense this week, we got to pick each other up, and we did that today. So, yeah, it was a struggle early, Chris, and the defense giving up 3 plays of 50 plus or more. Yeah, nah, that's not ideal. Shit's going to happen sometimes. What do you do to respond? You saw what we did today because we got a quarterback now, and that shit hit different. Daniel Jones beating us, that shit is over with because we got a quarterback. Bad Dog wanted to talk shit the other day. I said, bro, your days of beating us is over with. You know why? Because we ain't got Case Keenum and Dwayne Haskins and Alex Smith and Kyle Allen and Taylor Heineke for you to beat up on. Our quarterback better than yours now. That shit is over, bro. Shit is dead. They're going to find out, though. Don't worry. The Eagles going to find out soon, too. We'll find out real soon. You effing with the wrong one, bro. The wrong mother effing one.
New Howell order.
As far as the defense at the end, we don't really have any big receivers to put back there, or, you put your defense, how this is what I feel like. On those plays at the end of the game, I feel like you should blitz, because the only way that play is going to be successful is if that quarterback has enough time to throw it. I'm gonna keep 6 guys back deep, and I'm blitzing 5. You're not gonna get a 3-man rush. I'm not even going with 4-man rush. To hell with that. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna blitz 5 dudes, and I'm gonna make it creative. I'm gonna overload this. This is my philosophy on end of the game situations. I'm going to overload your strong side. So Russell Wilson is a right-handed quarterback. So I'm going to overload the right side of the offensive line. All right. Make them keep an extra eligible in, or slide your protection to the right. But you're going to be scrambling out to your left. What that's going to force you to do is it's going to force you to have to run to your left, stop, set up shop, and then deliver the football. It takes a lot of time to do that. I'm going to overload. I'm literally going to take all my defenders and load up on the right side of your defense or offense, and I'm coming after you. Good luck getting this shit off. I don't want to get too aggressive. Don't get there, and now it's only a few defenders back there to knock the ball down. But what I am going to do, I'm not going to rush 3, and I'm not going to rush 4. I'm rushing 5. And I'm coming after you, and you're going to have to throw this from your left side, not your right. But, I mean, it is what it is. Frank Brown, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Double up. Thank you for doubling up, Frank. Who writes, I'm trying to figure out, was Cheeseman or Joey Sly on the field for the on them field goals today? But we left 6 points on the field. You know how important those 6 points are, Frank. You own it. I don't know. I'm gonna have to go back and watch. I'm not gonna lie to you. If I was at home, I would have analyzed and then overanalyzed those field goal attempts. I don't know what happened on the first one. I'll have to go back and watch. On the second one, I think that was a clean snap. It wasn't the best. It was a good enough snap. Sly just missed on the 59-yarder. I think he was more concerned with getting his leg into it, which he should have just kicked it. Bro, your leg is plenty big, and it's altitude. You gonna make the kick was good from 66. That shit landed in the crowd. So it wasn't a matter of do you have enough leg. Just stroke it like you normally do, bro. Same exact process. Just kick that thing, and it's gonna be true. But left 6 points out there. Can't do that. And in a game that ultimately ended up being decided by 2, it could have been disastrous for us. So got to be better on that. But we're going to see what happens. She ain't getting me for child support. What are we doing here? Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you, Wrights. Lou, my man, I know you like that win. Of course I do. He says, I do. What I like most is this would have been a 42-17 kind of game against us before. Nice seeing the OC make adjustments. He was in his bag, fam. EB effect. I see it. I've been trying to tell y'all, man. EB, like last week, I remember after the game, I was like a little disappointed. I was like, I can't wait to watch the film to see what EB was doing. I said, nah, EB was fine. That wasn't the kind of game that you come back from and be disappointed. I thought EB did some really good things last week, and you saw it again today, man. So I thought it was an exceptional performance, a big win, and you're 2-0 for the first time since 2011. And you're going home, and this is a big game. This is what everybody talked about. Not going to have respect until you beat Buffalo. Well, here's your opportunity. You're 2-0. And no matter what happens, if you don't beat Buffalo, just be competitive, right? Be competitive in this game. Hold your own. And then the week after that, beat Philadelphia on the road. Like, I expect to win one of these next 2 games, if not both of them. The days of us backing down and kowtowing the teams that are better and, we just want to be competitive. F that. We in the building now. We got a quarterback now. We can play with Jalen Hurts now. We can play with Josh Allen now. We got one of those dudes now. I keep trying to tell y'all that shit. We in the building now. Listen to what I'm saying.
New Howell order.
We don't have to hope we can keep pace now. If Josh Allen want to throw 2 picks or fumble or do some bullshit, we can take advantage because we got that kind of team now. I watched what they did. They dismantled the Raiders today. We're not the Raiders. The Raiders scored 17 points against this same Broncos defense. We scored 35. We not the Raiders. Understand that. She ain't getting me for child support. Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Double up. Thank you for doubling up. Who writes? Cars gave the Giants fits today. Just saying, they tough. Oh, I'm petty. You know I'm petty, right? Petty long stockings. All right. Petty P, as my guy Craig's likes to say. You know what I'm going to do, right? There was a lot of Giants fans talking cold, hard cash, either on YouTube or on X. I'm going to find them. I'm going to find them because we won by 4 and it wasn't close. Like, we got to stop at the end and we had the ball and all that good stuff. Y'all needed to drain the clock, kick a walk-off field goal, all that bullshit. Like, I told them, I said, hey, y'all try that shit on the train against Arizona next week. See if they don't bust your damn head next week and make that shit competitive. They were talking all that shit. Oh, I'm going after them too. I ain't going to kill them. They won the game. If they would have lost, it was on. They ain't lose. So I'm not going to go overboard, but I'm going to go over there and I'm going to, hey, still think I can get the deal with Rockefeller? I'm going over there. I'm going to ask some questions. See what kind of answers they got. She ain't getting me for child support. Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Who writes, random thing, bro. Was watching the pregame show. They were making production films for teams now just because they're 1-0. They did one for the Cowboys talking about their Super Bowl rings, etc. And for the Lions like they're in the Super Bowl. The F. And then the Lions go and lose to Seattle. They lost to Seattle in a shootout 2 years in a row. Seattle just has their number for whatever reason. But you know what? It's nothing wrong with getting your fans hyped. You want to know. You know how hard it is to win in the NFL? Like, you hear players say that all the time. You hear people talk about how hard it is to win in the NFL. That's real. That ain't on the fake side. That's on the real side. So you get an opportunity to win. It ain't nothing wrong with doing it up, man. Shit, we 2-0. I'm ready to throw a goddamn party. I know we got a lot more football to play. We got a long way to go. But this shit felt good. And who didn't it feel good to? It feels good. Yeah. It feels good. It feels good. Feels good. Feels good. Y'all know what it is. We 2-0. Celebrate. Y'all know what it is.
New Howell order.
She ain't getting me for child support. Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Who writes, not literally a whole film, but like a short skit or whatever. I also like to shout out Payne. That man a dog. Homie did his own, did a wild drive in his own. Yeah, look, that was a lot that you had going on in that comment. But the overarching theme is Daron Payne had an entire drive where he dominated. Sack on first down, put him in second and long. Tackle for loss on the running back on second down, which brought up third and even longer. And then Russ flushed out of the pocket by Daron Payne. Then he tries to roll out, and Daron chases him and then bats the ball down. Incomplete. That's called a threefer. Daron Payne drive. That's special. Okay? That's special. Daron Payne's special. And he left the game limping. I'm like, hey, 94. Can't have it. I need you, bro. He's like, don't worry. I'm going to be back. And he was. That's special. AJSTP003. Stand up. We in the building. Y'all know what it is. Newest member of the MOBB. Y'all, mob, show AJSTP003 some love. Welcome him with open arms. Let them know what it is to be a member of the mob. Big win. We all excited. Show him some love, man. Y'all know what to do. AJSTP003, welcome to the squad. Glad to have you. Christopher McLaughlin, this is my guy, Chris. Double up. Now that's a double up. Thank you for the double up. Thank you for the super chat. My guy, Chris, writes, hey, Lou, I realized we were down 21-3. However, what are your thoughts on pass to run call numbers, 39-23? Wouldn't it be better to run the ball with the Q? And about the O-line and pass protection. So in week 1, I was really upset about the run-pass ratio, and it ended up being pretty damn even when it was all said and done. But even then, the numbers were skewed because we really were just running the ball just to run it, just to run out clock and things of that nature. This game, we were running to be productive. I don't mind the number being skewed a little bit if you're running to be productive, which we were in this game. But understand that we were down 21-3. Like you don't have to get away from your game plan necessarily at 21-3, but you can't just run the ball at 21-3. You got to throw the football, right? So there was a stretch there where we put it on Sam and like, hey, bro, I need you. Like, I don't even know how else to say this. I need you. Like, I need you to do these boys and bring us back. And he did that, right? That throw to Terry, the honey hole shot, he stood in there tall, made some throws. My boy, my homeboy that's on the trip with me, that's a Raiders fan. He was sitting next to me the whole time we were watching the game. And he was making fun of me in the summertime because he had came home because he lives in Ohio. And he came home, visited his family, and I went over to see him, kick it with him for a little bit. And he was like, bro, is that a Sam? Same shit LB said, right? Bro, is that a Sam Howell hat? I'm like, yeah. I said, yo, I started a campaign like 4 months ago. Like, I'm all in on Sam. I believe in this dude. I know a baller when I see it. He was like, hey, we're going to see. Them shits is going to be obsolete in like week 3. That's what he told me. Like, he didn't believe in Sam. He was sitting next to me tonight, and he was like, shit, y'all might got one, man. Bro, it's real out here in the field. You know what I'm saying? I don't mind saying, I don't want Carson Wentz throwing it 39 times. I don't want Taylor Heineke throwing. I don't want Alex Smith throwing it 39 times. I don't mind Sam Howell throwing it 39. Do I want him throwing it 39 times? I would prefer him not to. I would prefer to be a little bit more balanced, but guess what? I'm not afraid of him throwing it 39 times. You know why? Because he can do that. That's why. Do you think Bills fans go into a game and say, hey, don't let Josh get to 40 today? They would like to be balanced. But if Josh got to throw it 39 times, you think they're afraid? Nah. Think Chiefs fans are afraid of Patrick Mahomes? I had somebody fry me up. I thought Sam Howell was supposed to be Patrick Mahomes. I'm going to go look for him when this is done. Before I close my eyes tonight, I'm going to look for him. I need answers. You got to answer for your foolishness. You think you're going to just say shit and then just walk away scot-free? And y'all are so modest. We're supposed to be squadding up on some of these clowns. Like, really make these people feel like, hey, I might need to put this comment in my back pocket today. Y'all, this is what I'm trying to get y'all to do. Stop being afraid of being boisterous, right? Stop being afraid of putting yourself out there. Y'all so damn scarred, and I get it. But this is a different day. We got an OC and we got a quarterback. Y'all don't have, at least for 1 year. I don't know if EB gets a job, we could be right back. If Ron and company don't hire, because I already told y'all what's going to happen. Ron's job is going to be saved this year. He's going to come back, and next year is the year he wins, 15 games. He needs EB for that, though, right? If EB gets a new job, then all bets are off. Who knows what the hell's going to happen? But we're not going to speak that into existence. But understand, we got an OC and we got a quarterback. Y'all don't got to be scared no more. Come from behind the shadows. Come out of the closet. Pause. Y'all know what it is I'm talking about. Stop being afraid A lot of y'all don't want to say shit because you expect the team to let you know. This ain't the same shit no more. It's a different outfit. It's a different day. It ain't no more Dan Snyder here. You know why we won this game? Because the football guy said, hey, Snyder ain't y'all owner no more, right? I got you on this 2-point conversion. Look, that's some old commander shit, right? The Hail Mary cat. I got you on this 2-point conversion, though. Don't worry about it. I got you. And you can say, well, they did that in 2021 against Seattle. Touche. We won't down 21-3 in that game now, were we? No, we weren't. Anyway, I digress. I can tell you this. Wouldn't it be better to run the ball with the quarterback and the O-line? So you could use the quarterback as a runner. I thought they would do that a little bit more in the red zone. They really haven't used Sam as a runner in the red zone in particular. But it's plenty. We 2 weeks in. Don't show everything 2 weeks in, right? Got to give the Buffalo Bills and the Eagles and the Cowboys and the Giants and the Bears and the Falcons and all these teams. We got to give them something else to have to think about, right? Like they ain't seen it on film. Somebody gonna get blessed with Sam pulling that shit out. It was a play in the game where I was like, hey, Sam, it was like a 4-yard loss in the run game. He just gave it to the running back and he got hit. I'm like, Sam, you got to put that bitch and run, bro. You can't just get at the Brian Robinson and let him take a 4-yard loss right there. I think it ended up being a 3-yard loss. You can't do that. That was read option. You got to pull that bitch and run. He had already committed to Brian Robinson. Pull it and run. The O-line needs work, but they're good. I'm telling you, they're good enough. Sam Cosmi is a question mark. I need to know what his status is. Sadiq Charles is fine. Nick Gates had a really good block on a play on the screen. It was the Gibson screen where he came in and he just stood like this. He ran between the dude and went like that. Our offensive line is fine. It's not great, and I told y'all that from the jump. It's not great, and we're going to have our games where we go, what the F? We're going to have our moments where we go, man, this shit is ridiculous. But Sam had time. You don't throw for 299. You don't make some of the throw. We threw down the field. You don't do that without time. You had time. The protection was good for most of the day. For most of the day, the protection was really good. Yeah, we sacked 4 times. And in 2 weeks, that's 11 sacks. I'm aware. Or it was 6 last week. So 10 in 2 weeks, that's not good. Not very good. 5 sacks per game, not very good. I'm fully aware. Sam had time, though, too. And I think what you're going to realize is in this offense, if you're pushing it down the field, it's going to be times where you're going to have to hold on to that thing and maybe you get sacked. You know, it sucks, but that's where we at with ours. Eddie B, my guy, Eddie Behringer, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Thank you for being a member of the MOBB. My guy, Eddie writes, Lou, Eddie B, crazy. That I never felt like we were going to lose. Why not us, NHO? Normally, I would tell you, I think I needed the mob to be able to feel like that. I thought at 21-3, I thought we was going to lose. I wish I could say I had that supreme confidence like you did, Eddie B. Shout out to you. Or as a wise man once said, credit to them, credit to them, credit to you, credit to you for having that kind of confidence. At 21-3, I literally tweeted out, this is depressing. I was at the bar, we getting our asses kicked. I'm sitting there quiet. You know, it's no energy. I have no life, no energy. I'm tweeting all the bad shit, and there's nothing good happening. And I never thought that the game would. All I knew is we were moving the ball. If the offensive line could protect Sam, we would have a shot. But then the defense needed to get a stop, and I didn't see the defense getting stops. I thought the defense was going to give up 40 points today. Who didn't think they were going to give up 40 after it was 21-3, and Russell Wilson was like 6 of 8 for like 170 yards in the first quarter and a half of ball? Who didn't think we were about to give up a 40 spot? I said, I know the Broncos sent their chef into the kitchen and said, hey, cook up a 40 burger for me. No, not a 30. Yeah, a 40. Put onions on that with some tomatoes, little sprinkle of peppers. Yeah, 40 burger. Yeah. Hey, make it juicy, man. You don't think they was telling their chef to go cook them up a 40 burger? A quarter and a half in? I damn sure thought they was going to be taking a bite out of that shit somewhere in the fourth quarter. So glad that they didn't. Why not us, Eddie B? Why not us? I mean, we've been saying it. EB brought it here. Why not us? NHL.
New Howell order.
P. Geezy. Stand up. We in the building. You know what it is. P. Geezy. Mom, y'all know what to do. Show P. Geezy some love. Welcome him with open arms to the MOBB. You know how we do it. P. Geezy. Welcome to the squad. Glad to have you. She ain't getting me for child support. Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Writes. Feel like we left some points out there too. Of course we did. Of course we did. You missed on the first possession of the game. You left some points out there. Sam took a sack, forced fumble. He had to go land on it. But that drive should have at least resulted in a field goal attempt. You got to punt now, right? Missed the 59-yard field. No, matter of fact, that didn't result in a punt. It resulted in a 59-yard field goal that was missed that probably wouldn't have been missed had you been 15 yards closer. That fumble went way back there, and Sam had to go land on it, right? Yeah, we left some opportunities out there. The first possession of the game was masterful, and then you get down there and you start doing stupid shit, and then you got to settle for a field goal, right? You get hit, fumble, all that good stuff, or you get sacked, and that's that. Yeah, we left some points out on the field. We're getting better, though. We're getting better. McCready, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. McCready writes, you were right, Lou. The Broncos came out like a starving lion ready to eat while we were on the laurels of last week. What I tell you, they were going to be desperate. I said, look, these boys are going to be desperate. Hold on. I got the Patriots game on in the background. Let me see what the score is real quick. Damn, show me the score. You doing all of this shit. Show me 15 replays. Patriots getting their ass mopped 17-3. Sorry about that, y'all. Just need to see what was going on there. I told y'all they was going to come out desperate. We had to match their energy. And for the second year in a row, in week 2, against an 0-1 team who had lost the week before at home and couldn't afford to fall to 0-2, we came out flat and they came out starving. Like, yo, we need this shit. And I was hoping that we wouldn't have to go through what we went through like we did last year. But here's the difference. Last year, we didn't respond until the second half. We started responding in the second quarter so that it wasn't too late, that it didn't get too far out of control. That was the difference this year. But still, the fact remains, we didn't come out and match the intensity of the Denver Broncos. They came out with a game plan, they executed, and you looked up at the scoreboard and you're asking yourself, how did we get here? I wish we could have heard that halftime speech, though. That weren't no PIs, too. That wasn't a PI, too. That was a PI, McCready. I wish I could agree with you. That was a PI for sure, but we're not giving that shit back. We are not giving it back, and we'll take the dub gladly and the no call, and we'll stick it in our back pocket and say, hey, remember, we had to get out of jail free card. Like we told them after the Giants game last year, you owe us one. Football guy said, yeah, I got you, bro. I'm like, you owe us one. He's like, bro, I got you. I know. I owe you one. We used it tonight. We turned it in tonight because that was definitely pass interference. But hey, they didn't call it. It's only a penalty if they call it. But I don't know if there was really a halftime speech or not. We had already started coming back. By halftime, it was already 21-14. We were right back in the game. So we had done what we needed to do at that point. But glad to see we finally woke up and matched their intensity. Joseph's Journey. Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Joseph's Journey writes, we need to make EB our head coach sooner or later. I don't see it happening. I know the Chargers are going to probably end up firing Brandon Staley, and they might have their head coach in waiting there as their offensive coordinator in Kellen Moore. But we're going to win big this year. I don't see them firing Ron. I don't see that happening at all. But again, we'll see. Pearson W3. Thank you for the super chat. Greatly. Did you see EB getting in the offensive line's ass after he thought they had failed on the 2-point conversion, but they ultimately got it? He was getting in their ass like, y'all get off the field, and he was getting at them, but it worked out. Pearson W3 writes, I don't think the Bills will bully us like the last game. They're not at home this time. I told you the Bills are a different animal at Orchard Park. When you get the Bills at home, they tough. When they got to come to your place, it's a whole different animal. I think we're going to have a shot to really I think we're going to have a shot to win that game. I didn't stutter when I said it before, the season started. When EB or when LB and Law and all of them were laughing at me, I didn't stutter then. I was resolute in my conviction then. And after this win, it's only confirmation of how I felt like, bro, we can score this year. If we got to go toe-to-toe with Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills and win a 35-31 shootout, I think we can. That's the difference. Before, we couldn't. If that's what it takes, I think we can do that. If that's not what it's going to take and it ends up being 23-20, I think we can do that too. But whatever you want to do, we capable of doing that now. And that's the difference in this league. When you're the Tennessee Titans, can you really truly get in a shootout with Ryan Tannehill as your quarterback? Probably not. Probably not. If you're the Chicago Bears, can you get in a shootout with Justin Fields as your quarterback? No, you can't. You're the New York Jets. Can you get in a shootout with Zach Wilson as your quarterback? No. That's why you went out and traded for Aaron Rodgers. We can get in a shootout if we have to now because we got one of those boys. They're not bullying nobody. I don't know if we're going to beat them or not, but they're not bullying us. We're not scared. We're not afraid. Haval, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Haval writes, 99 better put some respect on his QB's name. It's Sam Mahomes, baby. Not doing that. Even though they're struggling. Kansas City's over there struggling. It's not Sam Mahomes. Also, how about Payne on that first drive in the second half? Back-to-back plays. Sam Howell was outstanding. We're not going with Sammy Sosa either. That's trash. But we're not going with Sam Mahomes either. But Payne on that first drive of the second half with the sack, then the tackle for loss, then the batted ball for incompletion, the PBU. I can't think of the last time a Washington player did something like that. That was sick. It's rare to see that happen in the league across the board. Aaron Donald, TJ Watt, Nick Bosa, the premier, defensive players in the league aren't doing that 3 plays in a row. That's crazy. Lorenzo Simpson, stand up. You know what it is. We in the building. Been a member for 24 months. 2 years. Right. Sam is him. I've been trying to tell y'all. I mean, you know what it is.
New Howell order.
I've been trying to tell anybody that'll listen. Laugh now, your ass will be crying later. Don't worry. They'll find out real soon. Real soon. Big Money. Sonny, thank you for being a member for 24 months. You know what it is. Lou, what's in the takeout bag? Oh, you able to see that in the corner? Yeah, man. I got some guac and chips from a spot that we went to. Some of the best guac I've had in my life. I'm mad because Thursday night we went to this spot. That's the same spot when I ran into the Eagles dudes. And I was talking cold hard cash. And I had ordered 2 orders of the guac and chips, thinking it was going to be small. Because normally when it's guac and chips, they give you like a little bowl or whatever. This bowl was huge. So the first set of chips and guac filled me up. I was good. I didn't need no more. So I dumped the second one into a to-go, container. And then I got to talking shit. That's a part of the story. But I got to talking shit with the Eagles. I left my goddamn guac and chips at the restaurant. I've been talking about that shit for the last 2.5. My boy was like, bro, that was Thursday. It's Sunday. Why you still talking about them damn chips and guac? Cause them shits was bombing. I paid $16 for them. What you mean? I'm mad as hell. I left that shit at the restaurant. So that's what's in the bag. I mean, as soon as this stream is over, I'm up. Them chips up, bro, with that guac. That shit don't stand a chance. It's over, bro. Vince Carter style. Lorenzo Simpson, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you, my guy. Zoe writes, damn, Chargers failed me in Survivor, but Washington is 2-0. Word of advice for anybody out there. and any Chargers fan will agree with me. Don't ever stake anything that you need on the Los Angeles Chargers. Worst team you can put any money on in the league. You essentially risk, you just bet $1,400. I think it's 12. The survivor pool is like $1,200. You just would bet $1,200 on the Chargers to win. Don't do that. Not a good idea. But like you said, 2-0. And that's damn good. That's really, really damn good. Bronco Kid, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Thank you for being a member of the MOBB, who writes, good game, Lou. The Broncos season is over. Miami is going to violate us next week. Also, EB coach circles around Vance Joseph. It didn't start out that way. It didn't start out that way. But, you know, those are two guys that went to school together. And EB definitely got the best of them by game's end. It started out, Vance was pacing that sideline, smiling, and shit was going well. He had his number early, but EB got into that bag, man. Sam started getting protection and some time. The screen game got going, the run game. It just seemed like whatever he called, he couldn't miss. I mean, we got to one point where EB was like, yo, hand me 3 darts. Blindfold me. I'm like, EB, you sure about that? I mean, it's kids out here. You might hit somebody. He's like, bro, hand me 3 darts, okay? Blindfold me. I handed the man 3 darts. I put a blindfold on him, and EB hit, boop, boop, boop. He hit the target. He hit the part right around the target, the bullseye. He hit the bullseye, the part right around the bullseye, and he hit the bullseye again. And I looked at EB like, the hell is going on right now? He says, bro, I'm in the zone right now. Because I'm on right now. I'm in the zone right now. If that's what we're doing right now, hey, dial it up. He said, all right, show you what I'm going to do. This is how good I'm feeling. I'm about to throw this into triple coverage against to Terry for a touchdown. This is how we feeling right now. When you own, you own. And by the time it was over, Vance Joseph was looking like, damn, he got me. I won't say your season over, Bronco Kid. I won't put that on you. 0-2 isn't necessarily a death sentence, but it's tough to overcome 0-2. We know the numbers. We know the statistics. 0-2 teams generally don't make the playoffs, this, that, and the third. But when you look at your division, Raiders are 1-1. Broncos are Chiefs are 1-1. They do not look like the Kansas City Chiefs. They don't have a number 1 wide receiver. They literally look like a 9-8 team to the Chiefs right now. Okay. So I'm looking around. Chargers are 0-2. You're 0-2. You're 1 game out of first place, my man. I know that sounds crazy, and you ain't trying to hear that shit right now. But what I'm telling you is, don't give up on your season. Don't give up yet. She ain't getting me for child support. Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate me. Who writes, Lou, what's 35? I'm confused. What is this? Did we score what they call touchdowns? Offensive touchdowns? My God, what? I feel the same exact way. Fatima, I feel the same exact way. What is this? 35 points? You're allowed to score that in an NFL game on offense? Huh. I would have never guessed. It's been a long time. Been a long time, bro. Been a long time. Jalen Dorsett, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Jalen writes, Lou, it's probably the or after we won, but shit, I'm hyped. Bro, you know what it is, Jalen. We all hype, baby. You know what it is. That kind of win changes your perspective. Like, I remember I asked y'all a question on Friday. What will a win against Denver on the road do for your confidence in this team moving forward? Is it going to move the needle? I asked you that question for a reason. And, you know, obviously how the win happens would alter the way you feel. If this looked like last week against Arizona, but we won, you probably wouldn't have moved the needle much. You probably would be thinking, hey, Buffalo about to come in here and snuff us out. Now, after scoring 35 and Sam looking like that and EB getting in his bag and the offense just looking well-rounded, do you feel that same way? Tell me the move. Tell me the needle. Look me in my eyes. Look me in my eyes and tell me the needle didn't move in the positive direction. Look me in my eyes. If you can do that with a straight face, with a full heart, if you can look me in my eyes and tell me the needle didn't move in the positive direction, okay. All right. You a cold-hearted little demon. But okay. It's okay. But you a cold-hearted little demon. If you can look me in my eyes and tell me the needle didn't move somewhat today. Even if it didn't move it moved. Even if it didn't move a whole hell of a lot, it moved. John Cedillo, thank you for the super chat. Great, appreciate you. Thank you for being a member of the MOBB. My guy, John writes, "Sup, Lou? Congrats on the win and being 2-0. They wrapped the Dallas game, and I caught the tail end of the Washington-Denver game. Was stunned with the helmet. We were all stunned, John." He said, "For Dallas, everything went according to plan with the Jets. That was a total ass thrashing. You've been the most impressive team in the division to start the first 2 weeks, John. 3-phase wins each of the first 2 weeks. Been really impressed with you. And what's been most impressive, I thought Dak should have probably thrown 2 or 3 picks today. That's a little excessive. Dak probably should have thrown 2 picks today. 1 for sure. Sauce Gardner definitely dropped 1 for sure. But he's played within the structure of the offense. Doesn't look like they're asking him to do too much, right? They're running the ball. Everything's kind of safe right now. And the defense has been outstanding. Now, it's been 2 opponents, both from New Jersey, that haven't been all that good on offense. So that helps. But and you get Arizona next week, and you're going to tighten their ass up too and be 3-0. But at the end of the day, your defense looks – Michael Parsons is the defensive MVP of the league. We said the same thing at the beginning of the season last year, but God, he's good. God, he's good. We were just – me and my homeboys were sitting there just admiring this man, just killing Dwayne Brown. I mean – I said, that's an old man right there. I'm about to call the authorities. Dwayne Brown is almost 40. You are assaulting an elderly man right now. And I'm not going to sit here and stand for it. Hand me my phone. I'm about to call 911. Not doing this. We're not doing this. I'm not going to stand here and just allow you to abuse this old man right now. He's good. Damn, he's good. Video channel. Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Thank you for being a member of the MOBB. Video channel. I think that's 2 for you. Double up. Thank you for doubling up. Who writes? AG showed some of that 4.39 speed on that screen. Come here. Come here. Come here, video channel. Come here. Let me let you in on a little. Everybody, come on close. Let me let you in on a little secret. I wanted him to score. I wanted him to score a touchdown. Don't get tackled by your shoestrings and your ankle there. Pick your feet up and get in the end zone. Yeah, he showcased a little bit of the speed there. I like this vision because I kill him for lack of vision as a runner. He had vision, great cutback on that play, right? To cut it back against the grain. And once I saw the Red Sea part, when he cut it back, go! And he was almost gone. He was this close. I wanted it so bad for him. After the fumble last week and, you know, people getting down on him, so many of y'all wanted him on the bench, trade him, get rid of him, cut him. Like, y'all are so harsh. And I was like, y'all, chill, bro, chill. But I really wanted that for him. But that was a nice play by him. And we need more of that. The screen game, I think I tweeted out, the defense is alive. You know what else is alive? The screen game is alive. It's alive. The screen game lives. Its death has been grossly exaggerated. The screen game lives with EB. Did Chiefs do it better than anybody else? We got the screen game now. It lives in Washington. You know what the Lord said to our screen game? The Lord said, and the screen game says you got to rise up. The Lord said you got to rise up, screen game. Get up. You've been down in Washington for a long time. Get up. Stand up, screen game. You too can work. That's where that's where he was today. I don't know if it's going to continue throughout the season. That's where he was at with his today, though. The screen game even was getting it going. She ain't getting me for child support. Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Who writes? Ain't been 2-0 since 2011 and 3-0 since guess. I mean, hell, we ain't been 2-0 since 2011, so you know it ain't been nowhere before that. It can't be 05, man. That's a setup. It ain't 05. I don't think we started the season 05 3-0. Damn, that's a good question. Did Jim Zorn year? 08? The first year of Zorn? 08? Did we start 3-0? That's my answer. Final answer. 08. 08. Derek B, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. My guy, Derek B, thank you for being a member of the MOBB, who writes, Eric B for president. Y'all know what it is. Y'all know what it is. Eric B for president. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Y'all know what it is. I ain't no joke. 14, 94, 99, 8, and 17 thumbs up. I'm glad 14's on that list because last week you had thumbs down on 14. NHO believer. And you weren't a believer last week. You might have been on the fence. If Derek B believes, then so should y'all, because Derek B is harsh. He's a harsh critic. Okay? So if Derek B's on board, what are you waiting on? Come on. There's room for everybody. Get on. Come on. What are you waiting on? Get up here. What are you waiting on? Shout out to my guy, Derek B. Lucas, stand up. We in the building. Y'all know what it is. Welcome, Lucas, to the MOBB. So glad to have you on board. Mob, y'all know what to do. Show Lucas some love. Lucas is looking for love. Welcome to the squad. Lucas, so glad to have you. You right on time, my man. Swaggy P, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Thank you for being a member of the MOBB. My guy, Swaggy P, writes, I'm too young to be having heart attacks because of these games. Bro, why can't we have nice things? Why can't we win going away? We were up 11. All the defense had to do was get a stop. Instead, they let them burn up 5.5 minutes of clock and get all the way down inside the 5-yard line before shutting that drive down and forcing them to kick a field goal. Then the onside kick was almost recovered, which I nearly had a heart attack. And then you get the damn Hail Mary, and I almost went into cardiac arrest. The only thing that stopped me from going into cardiac arrest is they needed a 2-point conversion. Had they got the 2-point conversion, I might have been out, and they might have had to take me out on the stretcher. He says, play before Hail Mary was not a catch. Preach. Preach, Swaggy P. Preach. I was like, why are we not looking at that? He didn't get that second foot down, and even if he did, he bobbled that bitch as he hit the ground. That was not a catch. Give me my 20 yards back, and that ball doesn't even make it close to the end zone. Preach, Swaggy P. Preach. NHO is in full effect. Y'all know what it is.
New Howell order.
Love seeing Chase out there and balling out 2-0 on the Buffalo. Hashtag HTTC. My guy, Swaggy P. You know what it is. We right here, Swag. We right here, bro. We right here. That was not a catch. And they almost had your boy leaving the damn ball on a stretcher. Why do they like to do this to us? I don't know. I wish I had the answers. What Red Wings 01. Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you, my guy. Red Wings 01. Thank you for being a member of the MOBB. Writes, you know what it is. That's my quarterback. I can't tell you how many people, even in my own family, doubting Sam, EB, Chase, and even new ownership this week. Got one thing to say. It's the NHO, baby.
New Howell order.
Y'all know what it is. Y'all know what it is. One more time.
New Howell order.
Hey, look. Let them doubt, man. All you can do is keep preaching the gospel, right? They'll come around eventually. Games like this, look, and let me just forewarn you, so those of you who are quick to jump on and off the ship, there will be games that don't go really well. And you're going to say, what the hell was that? Josh Allen had one of those games. You think Bills fans are jumping off the ship? No, they're not. You know why? Because he's Josh freaking Allen. That's why, okay? Patrick Mahomes doesn't always have the cleanest of ball games. You know what, though? Chiefs fans giving him back? You know why? He's Patrick freaking Mahomes. All right. We can go down the list of these quarterbacks that we see as top tier guys, and all of them have bad games where you go, what the F was that? But you know what? They happen. Sam ain't going to be clean the entire year. But I'm going to tell you, there are going to be more of these games than there will of those games. And this is why you just got to stay the course. Some of y'all are too finicky. Shit doesn't go right. Get rid of him. Let's go get Caleb Williams, XYZ. Chill, bro. Chill. Sam's the shit, God. Chill. Okay? We got one. We got one. We don't have to look no more. We got one. I'm trying to tell y'all. Come on, man. Start playing. Get on board, man. It ain't too late. The NHL train ain't took off yet. It ain't left the station.
New Howell order.
You can get on board. It's plenty of space. EB. I don't know how long we're going to have them. This is all I would encourage y'all. You know how I always tell y'all? Just be in the moment, right? Or as a wise man once said, just be where your feet are, right? Just enjoy the moment. Enjoy the ride. Enjoy EB while we got him. I don't know how long we're going to have him. Some of y'all already trying to ship him off to Chicago. I don't know what's going to become of EB next year and how good this season is going to be and what that's going to mean for his future. Just enjoy this shit now. Enjoy EB while he's here in Washington now. That's all I can say to you. Court Casino. And we can talk about Chase, and we're going to talk about Chase because a lot of people had a lot of things to say about Chase, and it's just good to see him back out there. So good to see Chase out there, having fun, running around, making plays. It's so good to have him back. He completes this defense. Y'all know it. I know it. And the rest of the league knows it. My boy was sitting next to me. They put the graphic up. 15 games in his rookie season, 7.5 sacks. Since then, he's played in 12 games, 1.5 sacks. That's 2 years of football. And my boy said, without hesitation, I'll take his ass. I know you will. And so will 31 other teams in the NFL. That's what a lot of these fans don't understand, is that they ready to ship Chase up, get rid of him. Chase Young's a bum. He's never healthy. 31 other teams will gladly take Chase Young off your hands if you don't want him. Relax. Court Casino. Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Young Louie. What's going on, Court Casino? This week you were down on AG, and the explosive ability of our backfield is EB putting them in beneficial positions. Can it continue? So I'm not down on Brian Robinson because I know what Brian Robinson is, and there is a benefit to what he's a physical battering ram. I'm not looking for explosive plays from him. They laughed at him at the bar. My boys were laughing like they said he took a screen that should have got 40 yards and got 20 out of it. And I said, look at the offensive line, and they didn't do shit on that screen. That was all EB. I mean, that was all B-Rob. Like, literally, we got 2 linemen out in front, and they didn't block nobody. If they block, that might be a house call. Go back and watch that screen. However, I know what B-Rob is. I get him anywhere near the goal line, I know he's going to take care of business. I know that touchdown run from 12 yards out, that dude came over there with a half-hearted arm. Hey, man, you might as well not even bring that over here, bro. Don't even. He going to run right through that and get into the end zone. Stop playing with me. So I know what I got to be wrong. I'm looking for that dude that complements him with that 4.3, 4.4 legit game-breaking speed. Antonio Gibson has that. But what we don't see from Gibson is consistency in making big plays, or even Antonio Gibson is not a 3 steps. Like, he's not Tyreek Hill. He's not one of these explosive 4.3 dudes who with 2 steps, he's already at top speed. You know what I'm saying? Like 3 steps, he's at top. Gibson needs a runway. He didn't get to top speed until he takes 6, 7 steps, right? And that's at him revving it up to get to full speed. He needs a runway. And so on that screen, he got a runway. That's why he can be dangerous. We saw the screen against Buffalo 2 years ago. That's why he can be dangerous in that regard. Because once you give him that runway and he revs up, good luck. Good luck. EB's going to put him in some beneficial situations. He's going to give them opportunities. They got to take advantage of it. And Gibson did that tonight. I was so happy for AG. I need more of it, though. I'm greedy. I'm not satisfied. I need more. That ain't nearly enough. But I think EB can do it. We saw the screen game come to life today. Why can't AG come to life? Flame Legion. Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Flame Legion writes, my first game, I got to see it live, and we got the dub. Flame Legion, then you one of the MVPs, man. You know what it is. All I ever ask of any fans that go to the game live, you know what to do. Bring back the dub. You went, saw the game in person, and you did your job. And for that, I say, job well done. Gary B, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Thank you for being a member of the MOBB, who writes, Sam Howell is the first quarterback to ever rush and throw for a TD in his first 3 starts. Did he have a rush touchdown today? He didn't run for a touchdown today. 2 TDs in his first game, 2 TDs in his second game, 4 TDs in today's game. Sam's the real deal. He didn't rush for a touchdown. Am I tripping? I didn't miss that. Did I? Am I forgetting some shit? Because I remember them saying if he runs for a touchdown and throws for a touchdown, he'll be the first quarterback in NFL history to do that. I don't remember him doing that. Yeah, Sam ain't had no rush touchdown today. I know I wasn't tripping. So he needed a rush touchdown to be the first in NFL history to do that. But he definitely is a different breed. He's definitely a different dude. And you know, while we're on the subject matter,
new Howell order.
Gary B, he definitely built different. And the fact that he was even in that conversation after his first 2 starts, it speaks volumes as to what he's capable of being. And every week, we're going to be either in ball games or not in ball games because of 14. And that's the way it should be. This is a quarterback-driven league. For too many years, we've been trying to win games in spite of the quarterback. Despite our quarterback, we've been trying to win games. That's not the case no more. We got a guy, and if need be, we can put it on his shoulders. I don't want that to be the case every week, but if we need to, Gary B, we can put it on his shoulders. And as he showed you today, on the road, hostile environment, I can get it done. Put your faith in me. I got you. I'm going to hold you down. Because it's what?
New Howell order.
Pearson W3, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Double up. Thank you for doubling up. Pearson W3 says, respect the work effort, Lou. Bro, I couldn't help but go live. And, you know, my wife, she probably cussing me out because she told me just enjoy the trip and this, that, and the third. And I did. I had a blast with my boys, man. We just, like, I haven't seen them in a while, and it was just fun to get up, and we had a hell of a weekend. I got some stories to tell from this trip, but I had to act like y'all are my family when it comes to this team. Like, I'm too excited. How can I not share this with y'all? Like, when the shit goes wrong, I need y'all. When shit goes right, I need y'all. Like, y'all are therapeutic for me when it doesn't go right. And when we celebrate together, man. It was no way I was going to pass up this opportunity to come kick it with y'all. Like, I'm too excited. They can't begin to understand how excited I am. They're not Washington Commanders fans. They don't really know my plight. They don't know how exciting this is to go, 2-0 for the first time since 2011. I told my homeboy we went 2-0. We had a chance to go 2-0 for the first time since 2011, and he was like, he looked at me like I had 4 heads. Like, damn, it's been that long? He don't understand, bro. I had to be here, man. And I appreciate y'all coming and kicking it. It's Sunday Night Football on. Y'all could be watching that and not kicking it with me. And y'all came and kicked it with me. I really appreciate y'all, man. That's why we family. That's why I love y'all. Swaggy P, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Double up. Thank you for doubling up. Who writes, also, 2 missed field goals from a 40-burger on their head. Exactly. Their chef went from going back in the back and slabbing up a patty and putting all kinds of shit in because he thought they was getting a 40-burger to our chef thinking about going in the back and starting to cook it up like crack. Now, neither one of us made it to 40, but they had visions of a 40-burger dancing around in their head. They thought they was going to get it, and we almost gave them one. We almost took a bite out of a nice, meaty, flavorful, juicy 40-burger. Not quite. But the fact that we having these type of conversations in week 2 tells you how far we've come and how potentially far we can go. We got a quarterback now. Understand that.
New Howell order.
Barrett Downing, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Thank you for being a member of the MOBB. My guy BD writes, good win, Lou, but so tired of holding vomit in my mouth till the end. LOL. Aren't we all? Aren't we all? Like, Why do we have to go through this? Why do you have to do this to us? I just don't understand why we have to go through such drastic measures just to get the dub. One simple stop at 35-24. One simple stop. One stop. And we had him on 1-6, and then Chase Young had a roughing. It would have been 3rd and 10. And Chase wanted to push him for no reason. I'm like, bro, why? All we needed was one, and the shit was over. They would have went for it on 4th down. We would have stopped them. Game, set, match. None of us are about to be in the ER. It's ridiculous. Super duper DB GOAT. Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you, Super DB GOAT. Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. 16 Devil Dot. Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. 16 Devil Dot writes, once again, it's the man with the master plan. They call him Sam. I think you better recognize Dre and Sam Snead. Yeah. Yeah. Once again, it's the man with the master plan. They call him Sam. I think you better recognize. Hey, they're going to find out real quick. Don't tell them nothing. LB was talking all kinds of shit. I read y'all the text messages already. I played y'all what I told him when I was leaving the restaurant. Bro, it's real out here in the field. They're going to find out, man. I can't wait to tell y'all that story about my encounter with them Eagles fans. I wish they was there today. I wish they was. We weren't at the same restaurant. Bar anyway, so it didn't matter. We started out today. That's another story for another day. Anyway, Red Wings 01. Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Double up. Thank you for doubling up. My guy Red Wings 01 writes. And to everyone talking about getting rid of Logan Thomas, shame on you. That man is a dog, and he should get free beer for life in the DMV. I told you, man, Logan's a different breed. A lot of y'all were real disrespectful last week. Yeah, he had a rough go of it. It was his first game all off season. The man didn't play in the preseason at all. He had an injury. And so, yeah, it was going to take him a little while to get back in the swing of things. He had a nice little game. How many catches did he have? Of course, that touchdown grab when he got that vicious shot that was just ridiculous. But even before then, he had a nice little gainer. Before then, Logan Thomas 2 for 22, and including the 18-yarder. Obviously, none bigger than the 4-yard touchdown grab he had before leaving the game. I still don't know how he held on to it. Y'all leave Logan alone. He's gonna be a huge part of what we do this season, and y'all need to understand that we're not that deep at tight end. John Bates had a drop for as good as that honey hole shot was and that catch was, and I was proud of John. And my shout out to my girl, Miss Perry. She sent me a message, and she was like, "Hey, your boy with a big catch." And I was like, yeah. As soon as I let my guard down, I gave his ass a compliment, and it's 2nd and 10, and Sam's coming to him on a 5-yard stick route where he can just sit down and get us into 35. What'd he do? Drop that bitch. And I said, you know what? That's the last time I give John Bates' ass a compliment. Last time I give his ass a goddamn compliment. Y'all leave Logan alone. The Black Kid, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Double up. We coming. Say it again a little bit louder for those in the back who are a little hard of hearing. I've been trying to tell them. They won't listen to me, the Black Kid. Maybe they'll listen to you. We coming. Ready or not, here we come. You get high. We're going to find you. We busting folks out here. Shit different when you got a quarterback. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna hold you. Shit different when you got a QB. Super duper DB GOAT. Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Double up. Thank you for doubling up. If we can play the first half like we played the second, we would be a real problem. Also, Sam is the real deal. When that defense gets going, oh boy, it's right. If we can put it all together, we still, listen, we played 2 games this season, and we still haven't put it all together. Super DB GOAT. We still ain't put it all together. We played extraordinary defense in week 1. We played extraordinary offense in week 2. And again, we didn't even play a whole half of offense in week 2. That was 2.5 quarters of extravagant football from the offense in week number 2. So imagine 4 quarters of outstanding offense coupled with the defense we saw in week 1, somebody's getting a 45-7 ass whooping this season. I don't know who it's going to be, but if we put it together in one game, somebody's getting a 45-7 ass whooping, 52-10 ass whooping this year. I don't know if we got it in us or not, but if it all comes together in one game, somebody catching that work. Somebody getting these hands. I hear a lot of noise. Okay. So the Patriots had climbed within 7 at 17-10. Most just broke off a touchdown. It's back out to a 2-score lead at 24-10. They're going to catch these hands, though. Don't worry. Don't worry. Martin Matthews, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. My guy, Double M, thank you for the super chat. Writes, hey, Louie, sweat equals money. Money, 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 money. Money. Some people got to have it. Hey, some people really need it. Hey. Let's freaking go. You know what it is, Double M. You know what it is. Frankie, yo. Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Thank you for being a member of the MOBB, who writes, we are averaging 27.5 points a game, and the Chiefs are averaging 18.5. Andy Reid called a great offense for us today. Shh. Don't tell nobody. Uh-oh. I didn't want to believe it, and I'm still not subscribing to that. I think this is more of a lack of talent on the Chiefs' side of things. When Kadarius Toney is a receiver that you're relying on, you have a problem, right? When Justin Watson is one of your best receivers, you have a problem. That's where the Chiefs are. That's their biggest problem, not the fact that EB's not there. But I will say, if this continues with the Chiefs and we continue on our upward trajectory, they're going to start being some whispers, right? Hey, what do you think about Eric Bieniemy? Was he really the brains behind this Chiefs outfit? You're going to start hearing that. And these shows are going to start catching on, and they're going to start looking at us, and they're going to start looking at them, and they're going to look at them, and then they're going to look at us, and they're going to say, hey, what the hell's going on right now? Maybe Eric Bieniemy was a bigger part of this offense than we thought. We're not there yet. We're 2 weeks in. All right. So pump your brakes and drive slow, homie. Drive slow. But I like where your mind is. I like what you're thinking about, but I think it's premature. All right. And we can't go there yet. Gary B, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Thank you for being a member of the MOBB, as I mentioned. Double up. Thank you for doubling up. Who writes? My bad, Lou. Howell didn't actually rush for a touchdown today. That was B-Rob with 2. Sam still looked good, though. LOL. You're good. You made me start questioning myself, though. I ain't gonna lie, Gary B. I started looking. I was like, wait a minute. Did I forget some shit? You know, when you at a bar and you don't have no sound, you look away from the screen for a second because there's 4 games on in front of you. Maybe I missed it. But I'm like, Sam ain't run for no touchdown today. I had to check, though. You made me check. But he did. You're good. It's all good, Gary B. John Perez, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. My guy, JP, writes, that disgusting loss to Denver in 2021 has been avenged. First win in Mile High in God knows how long. Hashtag how is him. I think I told y'all what the number was. It was either 03 or 01. We hadn't won in there in forever. It's been 2 decades. And we had lost our last 5 against Denver. So we were due. We had lost our last 5 on the road, to Denver. Because we beat them, I think Jay Gruden's last year here, or the second to last. I think it was Kirk's last year here, 17. We played Denver late in the season, and we won that game, and it was trash. And that was the difference between us getting like a top 10 pick. We won the last 2 games of the season, and we ended up 7-9 instead of 5-11 or whatever, and getting a top 10 pick. But that was at Washington, and Broncos sucked that year too, so it didn't really matter. That was some Capri bibs at the end of the season. That was nasty work. But that 2021 loss with Teddy Bridgewater at quarterback and Chase forcing that fumble at the end, but losing 16-10. Yeah, this feels good. I'm not gonna lie to you. Feels good. Sean Payton was talking a lot of cold, hard cash. A lot of people was catching strays from Sean Payton, including Ron Rivera. Catching strays this offseason. He needed to get this work. He's 0-2 now, and I love it. Spicy Kicks Hawaii. Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Thank you for being a member of the MOBB, who writes, great resilience, great composure, great heart. Hashtag Victory Monday. Hashtag NHO.
New Howell order.
That's what it's about. It's about great resilience. It's about great composure. It's about overcoming adversity. We've seen that now 2 weeks in a row from this team. And celebrate. It's going to be Victory Monday tomorrow. Those feel so good, don't they? Oh, my God. Those feel so good. Spicy Cakes, Hawaii. Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Double up. Thank you for doubling up. Who writes? Too early to give our guy Sam a nickname. NHO. No, it's not. I've been trying to think of
new Howell order.
I've been trying to think of a nickname. You know, a lot of people are trying to put this wolf thing on him, like Airwolf, you know, that kind of thing. I don't think that is it necessarily. We got to figure out something for him, but you know what mine is. I mean, it's just NHO for me, but we got to figure out something. It ain't Sammy Sosa. I know that. We're not doing that. I do know that. All right, William Rogers Jr. Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Thank you for being a member of the MOBB, who writes, what's up with Rivera attempting a long field goal instead of punting to the Broncos in the second half? Defense was cooking at that point, field position. I mean, it's two ways to look at it. I loved his aggressive nature there. No, don't bitch up. We at mile high, altitude. We know Joey's got the leg. He kicked a 58-yard bomb against the Eagles on the road last year going into halftime. If he kicked that with ease, we know he's capable of 59 at mile high. John Kahn tweeted out before the game, he was hitting them from 65 in pregame. I don't have an issue with that. Send him out there. He just didn't make it. I would do it over again 10 times over. I get it. What you're saying, play the field position game. F that. I'm looking to be aggressive. And yes, the Broncos, I think, did end up scoring points off of that miss. I think we had tied the game up at 24 at that point, or 21 at that point, and they took the lead 24-21 after he missed that field goal because we gave them great field position. That's fine. Be aggressive. I always want to err on the side of aggressiveness versus being passive aggressive and sitting on your hands. Those days are over with. We got an offense now. We can score points. We can get it back. Defense did a good job of making sure that they played damage control there and only gave up a field goal. I'm fine with it. I get what you're saying, William. You're not wrong, but I love the aggressive nature of Ron Rivera in that situation. Joey's fully capable. Kick the field goal. Metaphor. Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. My guy, Metaphor, writes, Ron's plan, Lou. Whip's got a nice 100 emblem on it. Hey, it's going to be hard to get the Ron's plan thing revved up again. Win some more games, and then we could be able to bring that Ron's plan back. But it's always been Ron's plan. I already told y'all I expect Ron to win big this year, save his job, and then win even bigger next year. So y'all already know where I stand. A lot of y'all don't want to hear that because y'all don't think Ron is worth a damn. And again, I think a lot of this can be attributed to EB, if we're being honest. But at the end of the day, Ron's still the head coach. It is what it is. And the whip is definitely is shining like white diamonds right now, for sure. HTTR for life. Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Thank you for being a member of the MOBB, who writes, stroke it like you normally do. Pause, Lou. Pause. Okay, fine. You got me. Hands up. You got me. Okay. Pause. Fine. Okay. I didn't think I needed one there, but okay. I see where you're coming from there. Pause. My bad. Metaphor. Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. I think that's double up. Double up. Could be triple at this point. The other one might have been a double, but either way, my guy writes, Madden told me you win the first two, you head for 4 weeks. You're ahead for 4 weeks. Getting off to a 2-0 start is huge because it allows you to play with house money. Even if we don't win the next 2 games and we're 2-2, which I don't want any parts of. I think this team is too good to lose the next 2 games. And if you told me I had to choose between the next 2, similar to last year when it was Minnesota and then Philly on the road, I wanted Minnesota and we had that game and we let it slip through our fingers. But if you make me choose, give me Philly on the road. You know what it is. Give me the division game, right? I want both though. I'm greedy. I'm not settling anymore. I'm just looking to get by. Let me have one, please. No, I want both these shits. But even if you don't get either of the next two, you know the stretch after that is Bears, Giants, and Falcons. I'm looking to beat all three of their asses. And I know the Falcons are 2-0 right now. I know the Giants had a big comeback win today. And I know the Bears are 0-2 and they look vulnerable. I don't give a F. We can beat all three of their asses. 2-0, 0-2, 1-1, feeling good. I don't give a shit. I think we can win all three of them games. So we put ourselves in a great position by winning today, that no matter what happens the next 2 weeks, we're in a great position to look up and say, damn, we 5-2 or we 6-1. You know, that's what winning the first two games, which we haven't done since 2011. That's what winning the first two games does for you. Changes your whole perspective. Rush is variety. Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Thank you for being a member of the MOBB who writes, was at the game today. What a fight from the boys. It was special. Cheeseman, though, had a heart attack with that Hail Mary. Cheeseman, though. So y'all making me think Cheeseman had a lot more to do with some of these misses than I'm giving him credit for. Again, the first miss was so bad, I was like, what the F was that? And then I went to X, and y'all was saying it was Cheeseman, so I'm thinking it was his ass. I got to go watch it, though. I didn't see it. So, but you know, he's already on high alert for me. Me and Cam Cheeseman not here right now. We're not seeing eye to eye. The Hail Mary is just like, bro, what the F? We got to be better than that shit, man. I'm sick of them Hail Marys. Us and Hail Marys don't go together well. Metaphor. Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Metaphor writes, remind me how many INT/PBUs Gonzalez got? Forbes. Now, Gonzalez been playing ball. He had a big PBU late in the game in week 1 against the Eagles. He don't have no picks yet, but he done got his hands on some footballs. But hey, we ain't gonna play that game in week 2 of their rookie season. Let's let this thing play out, and at season's end, we'll assess the two, because we know they're gonna be joint at the hip for a little while. I think our boy is gonna ultimately pull away. It's just a better defense. Forbes is playing behind 4 dogs. Meanwhile, the Patriots got one dude and Matthew Judon that strikes fear in anybody's heart, and that's it. But I'm not making no excuses. Our dude is. I think he got cooked today by Marvin Mims Jr., but our guy is a dog. And even after getting cooked, his confidence never swayed. And he went out and made plays. And even Russell Wilson was trying to throw one away, and he jumped up and got his hand on it like, bro, don't try that shit over here, man. You better throw that bitch in the front row. Try that again. I might pick that bitch off next time. We got us a dog, man. Julio Sanchez, stand up. You know what it is. We in the building. Welcome as the newest member of the MOBB mob. Y'all know what to do. Show Julio Sanchez some love. Welcome him with open arms. So glad to have you on board, Julio. Welcome to the squad. Glad to have you on board. What a time to be alive. Jay Mart, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Thank you for being a member of the MOBB who writes, I really thought the game was over. Resilient for real. I did too. 21-3. I'm not gonna sit here in front. I'm gonna keep it a beam with y'all. I thought it was over. I didn't think we had it in us. So to see that resiliency show up 2 weeks in a row, and this time not have it just all be on the defense, but the offense show up to the party and be a huge part of the comeback. Clutch, if I may say so myself. Aaron Carson, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Thank you for being a member of the MOBB. My guy Aaron writes, as you like to say, it wasn't pretty, but it was gritty, and we got the Dubski. Celebrate! I see 3-0 after next week. Bart Scott, can't wait. That's the kind of energy I'm on. That's the type of energy I'm on. That's the type of time I'm on. That's what I want to see. That's what I want to hear. Hey, the days of us backing down and being afraid of teams like Buffalo, F that. We don't got to do that no more. That's what I've been trying to tell y'all this since the preseason. We don't got to do that no more. Stop being afraid of teams that you view as being really good. Forget that. We good too. They got to deal with us just like we got to deal with them. Don't be afraid. I get it. They've trained you to think like, hey, I don't know. What if we do this? Go into the game thinking, hey, man, they got to deal with us. They got to deal with Sam. They got to deal with Terry. They got to deal with Jahan. They got to deal with Curtis. They got to deal with Diami. They got to deal with Antonio. They got to deal with Brian Robinson Jr. They got to deal with Cole Turner, Logan Thomas. Think about it that way. They got to deal with us. They got to deal with Chase, Montez, Payne, Allen. They got to deal with Emmanuel Forbes, Kendall Fuller, Cam Curl, Defoe. They got to deal with us too. Jamin Davis. Start thinking in those terms. They got to deal with us too. Trust Way. King of the Bluegrass. Stand up. You know what it is. Been in the building as a member for 20 months. Let's clap that up. What up, Lou? 2-0, baby. NHL. You know what it is.
New Howell order.
Yes, sir. We 2-0, baby, for the first time since 2011. Frank McLaughlin. Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Frankie, baby. Yeah. Thank you for being a member of the MOBB. Frank writes, Lou, Frank, what a win. Looks like they've learned how to play the screen. It was so refreshing to see the screen game working on both sides. Stop the screen, execute the screen. You know how refreshing that was for a team that struggled running screens for the last, umpteen years. I can't even tell you the last time we were actually a good screen team. Probably got to go back to the Zorn years. Maybe, just maybe the Shanahan years. I lied. There were some years with Chris Thompson in the screen game where we were elite. Chris Thompson was breaking off big screens left and right. So it was the Gruden years, but it was when Kirk was here. Once Kirk left and Chris Thompson left, 2017 was the last year we were any good at screens. So it's been since 17. So it feels good to see screens actually work. Big Money Sonny, my guy. Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. My guy, Big Money Sonny writes, Lou, Sonny, I'm telling you, EB going to dial up a 70 pass attempt game for our new top 5. You know the rest, man. Hashtag stand up, hashtag NHO. Feels different this year. I've been saying that, but I know it's one thing to say it. It's another thing to actually have it come to fruition.
New Howell order.
Feels good, man. Feels real good. We're not going to get a 70 piece, but I'm going to tell you, at times in some of these games at the beginning, it'd be feeling real like 45 to 50-ish. But it seems to always balance itself out at the end. And I love it. The run game was actually productive. We didn't just run it this week like we did last week just to run it to say we ran it. We actually were productive in the run game this week. How much? And I already talked about B-Rob's yardage, but what about the overall yardage on the ground? What did we get? 122 on 23 carries for a 5.3 yards. Boy, that is so paltry. That is nice and hearty. A 5.3 average for 2 touchdowns. Whew, that's what I love to see. 24-year Snyder survivor. Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Thank you for being a member of the MOBB. Who writes, a wise woman once told me, it's not about how you start, it's about how you finish. Hashtag HTTC. And you know what? I'm going to take it a step further, 24-year Snyder survivor. And I'm going to say this. That applies to this game, and that is what you're referring to, but that applies to this season. We're 2-0 now, but it's not how you start, it's how we finish. We can't just start the season off and then tail off. And then, our issue has been we've started off seasons rough, got hot in the middle, and then finished seasons poorly. We got to start fast, and we got to finish fast. We can't take all gas, no brakes. We cannot take our feet off the gas pedal. 24 years Snyder survivor. Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Double up. Thank you for doubling up. Who writes, we are the only division with 3 2-0 teams. You know why? Because we the best division in football. DJ Khaled, what are we? We the best. I know. That's why we got the NFC East Super Friends, because we bought that life over here, man. We the best over here. No matter what happens next week, the next time the Super Friends meet and we go to play the Eagles, we're going to be 2-1 or 3-0. And we're going to be talking that cold, hard cash. So it's on. It's on, bro. We 2-0. And I ain't looking for nothing in the right-hand column. We just added another tally in the left. Keep it going. That's what I'm on right now. William Lee, been a member for 22 months. You know what it is. Thank you for being a member of the MOBB for that long, who writes, this win was for Logan. Very cheap shot on the defenseless receiver. Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was. And I'm glad we got it for him too, because that was some real bitch shit. I didn't appreciate that. And that same player last week, Kareem Jackson, I think it was Kareem Jackson. Correct me if I'm wrong. Same player last week took out Jacoby Myers, who didn't play for the Raiders this week against the Bills. Took him out. He had to be helped off by two members of the medical staff last week. He couldn't even stand up straight. Same shit. He got ejected. He might get suspended because this is 2 weeks in a row with his foolishness. William Lee, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you, my guy. William Lee writes, I was impressed that Terry actually caught the ball with his hands this time. He must be taking lessons from Jahan. First of all, you're not going to disrespect Terry like he can't pluck it out the air with his hands. Terry can catch the ball. He's comfortable catching it with his chest. Michael Irvin did the same thing. He used to catch the ball with his chest all the goddamn time. But when he needed to, he could pluck the bitch out of the air with his hands. Same thing for Terry. He can catch the ball with his hands. But if it's right here in my chest and I'm comfortable catching it that way, that's fine too. This is the thing. Terry don't really drop the ball. So what are we talking about? All right. Terry can catch. Don't do my man like that. Don't do El Capitan like that. William Lee. Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. My guy, William Lee, writes, I'm actually concerned that Sam does not feel pressure. He sometimes has a slow release and tip balls. I love that he doesn't feel pressure in one regard, that it doesn't bother him. It doesn't phase him. He'll stand tall in the pocket. But on the other side of that, he'll stand in there too long, take a sack, not feel the pressure, get hit, ball comes out. We saw tip balls. John Bates was open for a wide open touchdown before Logan Thomas got knocked out of the game on that third down. If that ball doesn't get tipped, it's an easy pitch and catch if John Bates catches the shit. But he's open for a touchdown, but he got tipped. And Sam's not a big guy. Sam's 6'1", you know? So he's not a big guy. He's 6 feet, 6'1", somewhere in there. So that's a part of what we're going to have to deal with, you know? But I ain't tripping. I ain't tripping at all. Big Money Sonny, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Double up. Thank you for doubling up. Big Money Sonny, who writes, Cherry Squad was lit today, Lou. I could only imagine, especially with me not having a live stream. Y'all was probably getting it in. I appreciate y'all holding me down. Y'all know what it is. I'm so excited. I'm so glad y'all were able to, again, I always talk about this, but I love the community that we've built. Even when I'm not there, y'all can hold it down, have a good time, watch the game together, and get it in, man. This was a big one, man. It felt really good. Feels good. All right, got another one here from Dynamic Dave. Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Dynamic Dave writes, I'm still disgusted we only have 2 primetime games. That can change, Dynamic Dave. If we're good, trust me, listen to me when I tell you this. Listen to what I'm saying. The NFL wants Washington to be good. Now that Daniel Snyder's not the owner, have you seen how many more commercials we're in? Like, have you see how much they promote us now? Like, it's a different day now. So what I'm telling you is, if we're good, see, they didn't think it was going to be good. They looked at Vegas, they looked around the league, and everybody said, oh, they got Sam Howell, 5th round pick, they're going to be trash. So they only gave us 2. But you can flex Monday night games. You know you can flex Sunday night games. Trust me when I tell you, if we're good and we're coming up in a big spot against Dallas late in the season, or we're coming up against some other team, we got a lot of tough games, the Dolphins. I can go on and on and on with all 49ers. We got some big games late in the season. If we're good and those teams are good and it's a big game, trust me, we'll have more than 2 primetime games when it's all said and done. Don't worry, all right? They want us to be good. We're a major market in the NFL. They want us to be good. Justin Hodge, thank you for the super chat. Or, excuse me, stand up. You are the newest member of the MOBB, my guy, Justin. Thank you for becoming a member. Mob, y'all know what to do. Show Justin some love. Welcome him with open arms and let him know what it feels like to be a member of the MOBB. Justin, welcome to the squad. Glad to have you. Welcome aboard, Justin Hodge. Big Money Sonny, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. My guy, Big Money Sonny writes, just wait till we sign Wild Goose, Lou. It's over. No, it's over for Rashad Wild Goose. That's what you mean. Smitty Fresh, stand up. You know what it is. We in the building. Smitty Fresh. You are the newest member of the MOBB mob. Y'all know what to do. Show my guy Smitty Fresh some love. Let him know what it feels like to be a member of this group that is so prestigious. The love is so genuine. Welcome him with open arms and show him what it's like to be a member of the squad. Welcome aboard, Smitty Fresh. You are now the newest member of the MOBB. Welcome aboard. Derek B. Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Double up. Thank you for doubling up. My guy Derek B writes, line fails to end of the game again. Almost cost us. Yeah. You're not wrong. I wanted my boy asked me, how is this game going to end? Is the secondary going to put it away like they did last week, or is the D-line? I said the line. The D-line's going to put it away. They didn't. O-line didn't put it away. We went backwards. They had a chance to get a first down. They knew we were running the ball. I still hate the fact that when we running the ball, we don't get under center. Like the other team know we running, we know we running, and we still in gun. That's cool when you can run a draw and catch them off guard, or like our primary run offense is through the gun like it was with Scott Turner. I don't love that. I don't love it. But, I mean, that's what we're doing. And then, the game on the line, Chase, I thought I had a bad, roughing the passer, and we just needed one sack. They didn't have any timeouts. One sack of Russell Wilson. He was running around like a chicken with his head cut off. One sack would have done the trick, and we didn't do it. So to your point, both lines had a chance to end the game, and neither one could do it. And it damn sure did almost cost us. Red Wing 01, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Red Wing 01 writes, in 2 weeks, we also get FA and Big Phil back. Hold on. Oh, this Patriots game getting real serious. It looked like 24-17. Looked like it gets serious, but I'll watch that later. I ain't tripping. Red Wing 01 writes, in 2 weeks, we also get FA and Big Phil back. That's huge. That's big time. You're not even thinking about it like that, but as good as Anderson played in week one play, Russell Wilson scrambled up the middle and picked up like a gain of 11. The guard literally took Anderson and picked his ass up and lifted him up like a forklift and moved him over 2 gaps and created the space Russell Wilson used to pick up the 11-yard gain up the middle of the football field. And I was like, God damn, boy. He manhandled your ass. We need Big Phil back. Can't wait. And then, getting more depth, getting FA back, that's going to be huge too, because I like FA a lot. So you're right, man. Help is on the way. Quentin Ruiz, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Thank you for being a member of the MOBB. My guy Quentin writes, tomorrow's my birthday, so this was a great gift. Hey, y'all know what it is. We are literally, 41 minutes away from Quentin Ruiz's birthday on the East Coast. Y'all know what to do. He's a member of the mob. Y'all know how we get down. Send that man some B-Day love if you haven't already done so. Bless that man in the comment section. Show our guy Q some love. And we're going to call that a QR code, all right? Send him some love in the comment section. Y'all let him know how much we appreciate him being a member of the MOBB. Happy born day, my man. Enjoy the day. And yes, this is definitely a great birthday gift. Hopefully you enjoy our Victory Monday and the rest of your day. Congratulations, man. And hopefully, cheers to your born day. And here's to you seeing many, many more, man. Cheers. Derek B, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. My guy, Derek B writes, beat teams that went 9 for 25, but that's a great start. You can't worry about that. We would have lost this game last year. Might have even lost week 1 last year. I mean, we beat Jacksonville. It was a similar game, but you don't worry about what those records were of those teams last year. The Denver Broncos are a totally different team. They got a different coach. They look different. You can tell. And we beat them. And you can't worry about that. All you can do is beat the teams that they put in front of you, right? That's what we did, and I feel damn good about that. So it beats the alternative, right, of being 0-2 or 1-1. CGM87, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. CGM87, thank you for the super chat. Writes, how was the play before the Hail Mary not reviewed by an imbecile Rodgers? Secondary is not that good, and Cheeseman got to go. EB called a great game, and Howell played great. Payne and Chase earned their money. I don't know how they didn't review that play. I could have sworn he did not. I had two gripes with that play. Two, not one, two. Did he get the second foot down, which was questionable? Maybe he did. I could see angles where I was like, yeah, well, he had the ball. He still was dragging the other foot, yada, yada, yada. But then there was surviving the ground. I thought the ball moved. So I had two aspects of that play that I felt like needed to be reviewed. And they just said, nah, F it. They got a Hail Mary. They're not going to catch this shit anyway. But they made up for it. That's fine. We call those makeup calls in basketball where the ball went off the other team out of bounds, but you gave it to the wrong team. There's a makeup call coming later on. That was our makeup call. I'm cool with it. We still got the win. As far as the secondary, it's not that good. We'll see. They had some leaks today for sure. They've got to be better. They got to tighten up. But the secondary is solid, but it's only going to be as good as our pass rush. We got to get to the quarterback. We can't leave them out there to dry. I don't think they're good enough to just handle it on their own. And you can say that about a lot of secondaries out there. You got to get to the quarterback. Nobody's covering for 4 to 5 seconds. That's insane. Cheeseman got to go. I got to watch it, but he's getting close. Like the tread is wearing thin there. Right? He's got to tighten up. EB called a great game and Howell played great. I agree with that wholeheartedly.
New Howell order.
Payne and Chase earned their money. Don't forget about Sweat, who also had a sack and a half. Those guys were tremendous up front. Kevin Mitchell, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Kevin Mitchell writes, we lose the review of Forbes' interception. I think if Snyder's still the owner, at least it feels that way. Love feeling like we get breaks now too. New era. I'm telling you, Kev, that's a part of it. Don't take that for granted. Like there's this black cloud that used to hover over us. It doesn't exist anymore, man. Now look, I'm not saying every call is going to go our way, because I thought there were some ticky-tack calls in here. Like, for instance, they called a holding penalty on Sadiq on a big Sam Howell scramble. I was like, oh, come on. You got to be kidding me. You're going to call that? You're not going to win every time, right? But I feel like we have more of a chance to get calls to go our way now than we ever did before, right? The football gods are smiling on us a little bit now. So I do think that it's a new era, and there's definitely an opportunity for us to take advantage of some things that the ball might actually bounce our way for a change. That feels good. Feels good. She ain't getting me for child support. Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Who writes, last play had me like, oh, this is the big one. Yeah. You turning into Fred G. Sanford, won't you? Elizabeth, I'm coming to join you. You hear that, Elizabeth? I'm coming to join you, honey, with fat child support bill. Hey, look, bro. I sat there. You would have thought that somebody just passed away, right? You would have thought somebody had just passed away. I sat there in utter disbelief as my two homeboys are sitting there laughing and pointing at me hysterically at the top of their lungs, and I'm just speechless. But it all worked out. All's well that ends well, as I've said already. Celebrate! We 2-0, baby. Y'all know what it is, man.
New Howell order.
I couldn't have scripted it any better. Yes, I could have. I could have scripted it where we were down 21-3. I could have scripted it where they don't get a Hail Mary that cuts it to a 2-point lead. I could have scripted it where they didn't almost get an onside kick. Yeah, I could have scripted it a little bit better, but I couldn't have scripted 2-0 any better. It's 2-0. 2-0 is 2-0 is 2-0. However you get it. 20-16, 35-33. However you get it, we got it. Damn, that feels good. Feels good. First time since 2011. Y'all can't tell me y'all ain't feeling a little different about this year, man. Y'all can't tell me y'all ain't feeling a little different about Sam Howell. Y'all can't tell me that the NHO, the new Howell order.
New Howell order.
Ain't in full effect. I've been telling y'all, man. A wise woman once told me, those who don't hear, feel. I ain't going to keep telling them over and over again. They're just going to have to feel us. All right? Man, feels good. Feels good indeed to be 2-0. I'll be back home on VA soil tomorrow. God spare life. And we'll get back to business as usual. Probably won't get a Commanders Nightly News out of me. I'll get home really late tomorrow. Maybe I'll be able to jump. I'll be live for the Monday night game, though. It's 2 of them, so I think I'll just do that. And then we'll jump back into it, the swing of things on Tuesday probably. But who knows? If I get enough time, I doubt it, but I might be able to jump on and do something tomorrow. But kind of talk about Victory Monday and what Ron had to say and some of the press conferences after the game and things of that nature. But y'all know what it is, man. Damn, this feels good, man. It feels so, so, so good to be 2-0 for the first time since 2011. I told y'all that, and I knew it. That's why I asked y'all the question on Friday. Would you feel different? Would it feel different? Would your confidence grow if we beat Denver on the road? Because I knew I was going to feel different. I knew I was going to feel different. I didn't know I would feel this good, but I didn't know how we would perform, how we would get to 2-0. With the offense doing, because even though I got questions about this defense, I do. And I've had them. I had them in the offseason. I still have them now. Even though I have questions, the defense isn't going to just be a sieve. They're not going to be this leaky faucet that just continues to drip all year long, and we don't stand a chance because this defense is going to be solid. It may not be elite, but it's going to be solid. We kept the Cardinals to 4 of 14 last week on third downs. I think the Broncos were equally as bad today on third downs against our defense. The Broncos were 4 of 12. Not as bad, but we're trending in the right direction third down defense-wise, right? This defense is going to be solid. Here's the difference. The offense is actually going to be able to score points. So now the defense isn't relegated to, hey, we can't make a mistake. We can't give up 23 or we're going to lose. They got to score 20 or less for us to have a chance. That's what's different now. We can actually win games scoring a ton of points if need be. HTTR for life. Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Double up. Thank you for doubling up. Who writes? Interesting, not important. Ron just passed 100 wins. I saw that he was 99-90 going into the game. I saw that they put the little chyron up during the game. So he didn't pass 100 wins. He just hit 100. But good for him. Good for him. Hopefully many more of those to come here in Washington, particularly in this season. She ain't getting me for child support. Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Who writes? Oh, by the way, it was 05 when we last started 0-3. I knew you asked me that, and I said it's got to be 05, but I was like, I'm going to go with 08. But I said, the reason you asked is probably because it's 05, and I said that. I'm not shocked. You're going to get your 05 in here somehow, some way, right? Oh, man. Kimura. Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Kimura writes, love the long stream. Washington needs to start faster next week on D. Couldn't agree more. Can't spot Buffalo 21, 18-point lead in the second quarter. We did that before in Buffalo 2 years ago. How'd that work out for us? Not very good. They put up a 40-burger. Josh Allen was keying on the sidelines with 7 minutes to go in the fourth quarter as they had that thing wrapped up already. Don't want to go down that road again. Got to start much faster next week against Buffalo if we are to have any chance to beat the Bills. Couldn't agree with you more. So that's going to do it for me, your man Louie Tee, here on this, I don't want to call it an impromptu stream here on the Command Post Game Live, but damn, it feels good. One more time. Celebrate! We 2-0, baby. And we got all the momentum in the world going back home to take on the damn Buffalo Bills. I'm greedy. I ain't satisfied. I want more. Enjoy this, though. We're not on to Buffalo yet. We got until Wednesday for that. Enjoy. Tonight, tomorrow, Tuesday, and then we turn our attention to Buffalo on Wednesday, and we get this bitch revved up, and we try to make it 3-0. But enjoy this right now. Bottle this shit up. This is how good it feels when you play competent football on both sides of the ball. We got to get better on special teams. Missed some kicks today, left some points on the field. We got to be better in that regard. But when you play competent football, you give yourself a chance. And we got a good enough roster now where we should be in every ball game every single week, and we should be able to give ourselves a chance. I don't like spotting teams 18-point leads, and I don't like finding myself digging out of an 18-point deficit midway through the second quarter. But it's so damn refreshing to know that if we do that, we're capable of not only just coming back. We were up 11. Understand that this was 35-24 with 7 minutes and 11 seconds left in the fourth quarter. We took an 11-point two-score lead. We didn't just come back. We were up by 2 scores. We were aggressive and dominating. That's different. That's really different than what you've seen before from this outfit. It's a new day. HTTR for life. Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Who writes, hit like. Lou is working hard. Y'all know what it is, man. I appreciate y'all. Thank you so much for the support. Hit that like button if you haven't already done so. I truly appreciate it. And y'all know what that does for the algorithm. Metaphor. Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Thank you for being a member of the MOBB once again, who writes, we have the best record for consecutive 4 or fewer third down conversion games in the NFL at 9 in a row. Hey, one thing I can say about us, it ain't always pretty, and we get help from the opponent. I talked about Jerry Jeudy having to fall down to catch a pass that wasn't the best from Russell Wilson. I talked about Russell Wilson missing some guy. We got some help, but again, that's a part of the game. That's a part of the game. I love it. Keep that streak going. We're going to need it against Buffalo next week. That's a high-powered, high-octane offense. We're going to need it next week. But, again, we'll get there on Wednesday. Let's enjoy this right now. We 2-0, baby. Anyway, I digress. I'm about to go bust down these damn guac and chips, get some of these interviews from the players after the game. I know they were amped. Listen to Ron, listen to Sam, his birthday, all that good stuff. We in a damn building. We 2-0. And I told everybody, we coming. Like Dion told everybody, they coming, we coming. They can either hear us or they can feel us. It's your choice, but you're going to get it either way. You know what it is.
New Howell order.
General JD, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Who writes, how do you think y'all look compared to the rest of the East? We right there. Philly ain't looked impressive in their first 2 games at all. Dallas right now is the cream of the crop in the division, if you want me to be honest. I ain't afraid of their ass either. I ain't afraid of Philly. The Giants are just barely hanging on. Maybe this win is the confidence that they need. Saquon got hurt at the end of that game. We're going to see what all of that shit means. But they came back and won that game. He slammed his helmet like it was something serious, like he hurt his hamstring and he going to miss the next 2 to 4. But whatever the case may be, I ain't afraid of the Giants. Damn sure ain't afraid of the Eagles. And we're going to see. I don't see Dallas until week 12. I don't even want to talk about them. I don't see them till Thanksgiving. Eagles are up in a couple of weeks. We'll see those boys. And we ready. Feel like we right there with the rest of the East. They 2-0, we 2-0, and we feeling damn good. Outside of Dallas's, I don't know how many. I think they scored 30 today. Did Dallas? They might have scored a little bit more. The Jets, boy, they were doing a lot of special things. Dallas scored 40 in week 1. Outside of Dallas's 40, I think we got the next highest output in the division. Correct me if I'm wrong. The Eagles scored, what, 34 on Thursday Night Football? Yeah, we ready. I feel like we right there with the rest of the division. That's real talk. Anyway, I know what it is. Post up. Take command. Salute. Shout out to my guy Ab out there if you watching, bro. Salute. We 2-0, baby. And we coming. Respect what we out here doing. Either you get down or you lay down. But it's the NHL. It's a brand new sheriff in town in this division, and his name is Sam Howell. And EB over there putting his stamp on things. We a problem over here, and they're gonna have to deal with us.
New Howell order.
I see y'all guys tomorrow. Enjoy the night. Take it all in. We tied for the best record in the division at 2-0. First time since 2011. Feels good, feels good. See y'all next time.